Alrighty, everyone. Hello, and welcome to another session of Mistwalkers Spectrum of Eternity. I am your humble DM, Lily Faywood. Here for episode, what is this, 5 already? I think it's 5 already. How'd that happen?
Dang.
It doesn't feel like 5, but here we are. With that, I'm now self-conscious. It is 5. Yep, okay. I didn't want to have that be the start. Anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves into this session by first of all starting off with player introductions. So Yulia, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name is Yulia. I go by RoyalKnightVT on different socials. I'm an Elven Princess Knight. I stream sometimes, but mainly I play Dungeons and Dragons with these wonderful individuals. And today I will be playing Kloven, who is a cleric. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
Thank you, Yulia. Next up we have Meris.
Hello, everyone. I'm MerisAurum. I am a Celestial Dragon VTuber. I specialize in storytelling ASMR streams where we talk about all things books and literature. I also run my own homebrew D&D campaign every other Wednesday on my Twitch channel. So if you like all things romantic, fantasy, drama, intrigue, and shenanigans, definitely check it out. Stop on by. But while I'm here, I play the one, the only, the singular Sewer King, the party's fighter of indeterminate subclass. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Thank you, Meris. Next up we have Tate, also known as Sif.
Oh wait, yeah, it's not Tate's for this. Oh, so
Hi.
Sorry, little gwirly pop there. Apologies. Hey, it's a Sif_VTuber, real ass man, real ass knight, real ass artist and gamer. Nothing major. Outside of Curse of Strahd, baby, and the other D&D campaigns that we're all in. I am working on a few video essay ideas and commission sheet. I play Tate, Farmer, who's 2.0, whose new art I haven't finished yet, so keep an eye out for that for next session. I'm very happy to be here as always. I love you guys. Thank you for being in my life.
Thank you. And just to hop in there for a second, obviously this session will be going up a little earlier than usual. This is the week after our previous session when we normally do this bi-weekly. So with that in mind, there will be, I think it'll be 3 weeks until our next session, just because of scheduling issues as they happen in D&D, as we all know. But hope you all stick around for that time. With that, Aster, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I am Aster Varatolis. You can find me at ArchmagesTower on Twitch and Blue Sky. I am a cosmic wizard VTuber, currently still trapped in an ancient arcane tome of indeterminate origin. And on this campaign, I play Thaddeus, our brilliant and intrepid and rather somewhat socially awkward at times artificer.
Thank you. With introductions out of the way, I think we can go ahead and hop into a co-wake session recap. I say as I always end up making these like 5 minutes long. Either way, last session we had SK go to meet up with Tate to sort of discuss what's going to happen going forward. But along the way there, managed to be greeted by Sapphire, who was already in Tate's tree, have a nice little discussion with them about being weirdos, to which Sewer King said, well, me? Weird? Absolutely not. I am not weird. Nothing about me is weird in any way, shape, or form. To which Sapphire basically said, yeah, sure. Anyways, and then SK and Tate talked a little bit about just in general what's coming up, as well as this case particularly gave Thaddeus a shout out for being an incredibly talented adventurer. Or not adventurer, inventor. I think I said adventurer. Either way, inventor is what I meant. And this was news to Anti, and they promised to come along to say, to investigate further into that. Next up, there was a group meeting with basically everybody that was going to be going on the expedition, plus a few extra folks from the town, basically just describing that they are ready for the expedition. They've buffed up the defenses a good bit. Mai will be staying behind to help protect as well, and Carol will help to try and keep the peace in the same way that Adamar had. The next section was Carol and Kloven chatting, sort of just about keeping the faith and such, and just sort of how to stay strong, be that positive force, and also, just little hints about how your god may kind of suck, so it goes. Next, we had a quick session of goodbyes. First with Thaddeus and Hunter, who is sort of Thaddeus's foster father, something like that, but helps to run the tavern that Thaddeus runs. They had a nice discussion about, playing it safe, but also just like the value of what they've done, and just very much exchanging, you better come back alive, I swear to God, don't get yourself killed out there, kid. Followed up with a general group goodbye to Mai, who sort of like wished them all well, gave Kloven her necklace that she's no longer able to wear, and I'm missing one extra addition that happened slightly before everybody came to Mai, which was Sewer King coming to Mai to gift the indispensable abilities of Nero the Rat for her entertainment. It's very important.
It is important. So important.
So important.
Long live Nero's soliloquies.
Long live Nero's soliloquies, which he proceeded to demonstrate his talents and speak in rat, which Mai can't understand. So it went well. Getting back to the following section, Mai said goodbye to them and just wished them all the safety and promised that she would keep the town safe. With that, the group headed out on their adventure proper, starting their journey through the plains and into the woods, towards the south and towards their destination of the unknown city of Kenril. Along the way, they found a few very discomforting scenes of bodies that were petrified and frozen in place, reaching towards the direction of the stalks, as well as just general uncomfiness of the horrifying noises of the mist wraiths in the distance. They managed to stumble onto a bunker that had been marked safe by Cornelius, Jillian, and Hunter from their times exploring the mist. Had a quick rest in there before making it... Sorry, you guys with your Discord gifts. Making it further along into the mists, or not into the mist, but into the woods, and managed to avoid another set of mist wraiths who just seemed to be stumbling about in the general direction of south towards the mist. As they got to the furthest south they could go, they found basically a chasm with a raging ocean below them. They proceeded to mine their way to the left, and eventually found a bit of a bridge sort of situation made out of pillars of rock that seem to have separated from each other. While starting to cross this bridge, a very large and horrifying mist wraith started to charge at them. The party collectively used their ranged option to kind of push it back and eventually force it off the wall as they all manage to find themselves safe on the other side. And that is where we find ourselves just after a quick, but frightening encounter. Just sort of taking a kneel, setting up a quick camp for a short rest, as one might say, before steeling themselves as the wall of mist is directly in front of them, approximately 20 feet. So yeah, with that, we have a few planned discussions between some of our characters. First of all, SK and Tate. Please, whoever wants to take it away may take it away.
So as we're like, I know we only have like 20 feet of space. Are we resting at camp right now? People are sleeping.
Yeah,
and
you're
stuff,
resting
or-
at camp, and there's like room like further down because this is like the same deal as the cliff side on the other side, where like you could technically like go miles in each direction before hitting the mist. It's just that it's 20 feet ahead of you going further south.
Oh, okay.
So if you want privacy, you could absolutely have privacy.
Could I just get a general idea of like what everyone's doing right now as we set up to rest for a little bit?
Sure.
It's not much to ask.
Yeah, I'll just start off with the NPCs. Adamar is sort of just sitting there double checking the arrows in his quiver, as well as just his bowstring after having used it there, and also just kind of taking a look, surveying the surroundings, and trying to make sure that they are as safe as they can be. Anti is essentially just like sort of gravitating towards the mist a bit, just trying to see if they can get any reads on the mist's behavior, considering it seems to have very specifically stopped right here. That is what the NPCs are doing.
Okay. And what guys, what are you up to? Bring it on.
Yeah, I think at this point, Sewer King is gathering his, few belongings that he has, making his own little pun intended pack rat corner at the campsite. But you see he's like rolling his sleeves up and he's like inspecting himself in some fashion.
Thaddeus, Kloven.
Thaddeus is on. He tends to keep most things that he needs on his person or in his coat, so he's kind of just on scouting duty. It's obvious by looking at him that he's gotten out of his nerd obsession for a moment, and he's on alert. He's ready to shoot at a moment's notice after seeing the mist wraith from before.
And I think Kloven is, having been out here before, still seems like visibly pretty comfortable. He's setting up, neatly his little bedding and, folding his clothes properly. Pretty nonchalant, just kind of looking around at what everyone else is doing, basically.
Okay. It's still taking it all in, hasn't like unpacked anything, but he's gonna see that SK's pack ratting might not be his opinion, I don't know, I could be wrong. That the pack ratting might not be the best setup or the most comfortable, so he's gonna walk over. Sewer King, are you making your bedding right now?
Ah, Tate, yes, I'm getting ready for an evening's beauty sleep. Still trying to get the hang out of this day walking nonsense. It takes its toll on you.
Yeah, swapping over sleep cycles is not great. I don't think you'd adjust a demand that well either. Gotta wake up at the crack of dawn usually. Say, you a beauty sleep? Do you need like a night mask or anything, or a pillow, or nightcap?
Oh, I lived in such comforts back at home, but I'm not unused to roughing it. Having few things to rest your head on, it truly doesn't bother me.
Was it you were roughing it before, Thaddeus let you stay at their place, or?
Quite. I was a solitary being for a few considerable years.
Yeah, you mind if I take a seat right there next to you, not on your bed and just on the ground next to you?
Certainly. He'll kind of scooch over, make a little space for you.
Yeah, Tate will just, plop his ass down. So, was Thaddeus like your first friend, or?
Yes, one could say that. Thaddeus is the first person I can remember. He's always been a part of my life.
Well, as far as I can tell, you'll have to get used to the rest of us here being a part of your life, assuming you'll have us.
I suppose. I mean, you've already been sharing space with me. You just, weren't aware of it.
Well, it's nice to be aware of a individual such as yourself. Better to be friends than strangers, I always say. Or, well, that's what Mai told me, but... Anyways, you get that when I said that you're gonna have to deal with all of us. I mean, like, everybody here, right?
Well, of course. I mean, we're all traveling together. We're all facing the same horrors.
I mean, yeah, but also, we're gonna do taking breaks. We're gonna be going back home and stuff and fighting to the death outside of it, and you get the feeling that you get the idea that we all need to be a little more than amicable with one another, yeah?
He just kind of stares at you like, have I been anything but amicable?
Well, to me, no. You're as lovely as the morning dew on the crops, but
Flatterer.
yeah, thanks, Ma taught me, but everything alright with you and Kloven? I mean, if all you knew was Thaddeus your whole life, I mean, you seem awfully prickly with him. That's all.
I don't know what you mean, sir. I have no hard feelings towards Kloven. I barely know the man.
Listen, Sewer King, I used to be very, very people blind, but thanks to some people in my life, I know to look out for how my behavior impacts the way they think of me, First impressions are everything, and I'd like to think that it led to me letting to have good first impressions on everyone here, including you, and I can see that, intentionally or not, you're not doing the best of that with Cloven. Not saying that it's your fault. I know some people just don't get along, but I figured I'd ask if there was something going on. I'm not really good at the whole people managing thing, but I don't think Adamar's going to notice anytime soon.
I see. Well, as I said, I don't have anything particularly against Kloven. His one, rat eye just kind of twitches a little bit as he's bold-faced lying to you. But...
Hey, listen, look at me. We're friends, right?
He pauses to look at you again.
Doesn't have to be like you
we?
and... Hope so. I fed you food. I let you into my house at a time when most guests aren't welcome. And I enjoyed talking with you. For me, that's enough to be friends. Obviously, I ain't trying to overcome any bonds you may have already forged. That ain't the point of friendship. And I respect the time and memories you've made with Thaddeus, but... So I ain't trying to say that we're best friends, if you're not ready for that. But I care about you.
No, it's... I hadn't expected friendship. Particularly not when you and I still hardly know each other.
You can
But
fix that with time.
yes. And I recognize on further reflection that my behavior probably wasn't the most polite and accommodating. So I apologize for having shown up unannounced at a time that is most improper.
Wait, hold on. I'm asking about you and Kloven in the now. What do you mean showing up at an improper time?
Well, at your house back at the stocks.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth saying that, but SK, everybody's got little quirks or flaws or traits that, make them a little tough to deal with, I exactly was not very easy to deal with when I was younger. Who boy, my sister hated me. God damn, I did not help her out in the slightest, but listen, that's okay, People are effort and you're worth it.
He's still just staring at you. Just the one rat eye just so wide.
Anyways, listen, you don't have to explain things to me if there is a reason, but... And I don't need you to love Kloven, That should come naturally. With friendship and stuff, I mean, if you end up developing feelings for him, good luck. There's a lot of people in line there, but...
Oh. No. I assure you, we are in no danger of that, sir.
Yeah, but, listen. If you guys have disagreements, it's better to work it out as friends, yeah? I mean, you don't have to tell me why, again, but... You ever... Can I ask if it has to do with Thaddeus at all? Can I ask that much?
He pauses and he doesn't look. For the first time, he looks away from you. His one ear starts twitching a little bit. No, it's something else altogether, I'm afraid.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Or do you want, or is it a bold-faced liar?
No, you can insight it.
Yeah. 15.
You can tell. I'm not even gonna roll. I'm just gonna tell you. Like, you can see there's an air of deception about that. What he just said.
Give me your hand real quick.
My hand?
Yeah, just real quick. In like a friendly way, Your Majesty.
He starts to reach out with his dominant hand, the reptilian hand, but then he pulls back, reconsiders, and offers you his left hand, which is the human hand.
Okay, wouldn't have minded either one, but yeah. Tate's gonna grab it. So, my mama taught me this trick when, well, she wanted to teach me a lesson. She can be rather, well, not strict, but easingly mean. When you hold someone's hand like this, tightly, you can feel how they pulse, how they sweat, lots of things. So if someone ain't being truthful, you can probably figure that out. But I ain't doing this as a lie detection test. I want you to know that what I'm gonna say comes from the heart here, alright?
Go on.
I like someone, right? That's believable, yeah? Some people
I would certainly presume so. I mean, young man like you?
Well, means I came a long way. I used to be basically treated like a scarecrow, so... I cared for somebody. A lot. But this person was important, you know? Very important to a lot of people. And while I'd like nothing more than to spend a lot of time with them, I respected that other people wanted to be around him. I can act like I was perfect. There were definitely times where I had less than nice thoughts about, pushing things in my favor, but those people have good taste, like me. And those people make her smile. Them smile, like me. Who am I to take that away from them? From her? I didn't end up... And, some of them grew to be friends, some of them grew to be nice to me, but... I'm just saying, if whatever you're going through is like that, it's easier to just like a person than hate another, yeah?
He gives your hand a little squeeze, just feeling how warm it is against his. He's quite frankly cold and a little clammy. That is, very easy, I think, for you to say. But I understand the sentiment, I suppose. I will endeavor to be more amicable towards Kloven.
Like I said, change doesn't happen overnight. SK, you're allowed to make... maybe they're not mistakes, but you're allowed to build up these friendships however you like, now that you've got so many. But, just know that no matter what happens, I'll be here to talk to you like this, alright? And I'm sure he will too, as he looks over to Thaddeus.
Yes. Thank you. This...
Thaddeus
This
just gonna, he doesn't know what's going on, he's just gonna give like a little wave.
This person of yours that you are choosing to keep at an arm's distance, is it worth it? Truly.
Well, there's a lot of other things in play than just keeping them at arm's distance. I think I'm one of the lucky few that get to spend more time with them than most, but...
But not in the way you wish.
We can talk more specifics down the line, SK, but...
Very well.
I could be happier, but I'm happy now. Might be a shock to your majesty, but most of us find a feeling called content.
Content. A
Content.
very...
Yes, sir.
A very charming notion. I myself, admittedly, I always find more second nature, you see.
Well, apparently before, you had no memories. And then you got Thaddeus. Now you got me. Who knows? Maybe after the next person, or the one after that, or the one after that. Maybe you'll be happy with what you got. Ain't nothing wrong with being ambitious, wanting more, but sometimes it's nice to appreciate what you got, yeah?
Yes. Quite right. You are a very wise person, Tate Plantar.
I've had a lot of time to self-reflect while digging dirt, so comes with the territory. Anyways, Your Majesty. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I would be glad to have you as a courtier in my court.
Oh, it's
I
quite the
value
honor.
your insights on things.
I look forward to serving you, My Highness.
Majesty.
Majesty,
Highness would be
excuse
for
me.
my children, which there are none.
Understood. I'll work hard on it. Regardless, you rest well tonight, okay?
And you?
And I'll get up, dust off his pants, look back at you and smile, and then head on over to... He's sleeping towards the center near the fire and starts working on unfurling his little cot. It's just like piles of fucking soft things from his house. Wrapped in a blanket. I think that'll be good.
All right.
Mhm.
Then, SK, will you be initiating the next conversation?
I believe so.
Okay. So, as you walk over to Kloven, I'll let you take it from here, but I just want to add one little thing to this. Which is, SK, you just hear in your head, I prefer when it's just the two of us.
Oh.
Continue.
He pauses for a moment and swallows it down. Knows there's an air of truth to it, but he stands up, brushes himself off. And Kloven, what are you up to right now as he approaches you?
I would say he is attempting to settle down for the night, probably trying to unfurl the braids that Tate had put in his hair. So just giving it a little light brush, nothing too urgent.
Suriking's going to approach Kloven, and quite frankly, just plop himself like in front of you.
Oh.
And sit with his legs crossed, and just tilts his head as he looks at you.
Oh.
I'm told that you are displeased in the manner of which I treat you.
Oh, goodness. Then I assume that this conversation was not brought on randomly. Is this unprovoked, or has someone scolded you about your actions?
Irrelevant, I think. I think the point is you and I need to... He sort of waves his... If you are agreeable.
Oh, I don't mind it at all, but in fact, I was quite enjoying our little banter.
Were you?
Yeah, it's, well, different. I mean, I'm used to people disliking me from time to time, but this was different. And it was exciting.
No. I do not believe that for an instant. That there are people in this world that dislike you, Kloven.
Do you really, truly believe that?
I believe what I see.
Hmm.
And I see quite a lot.
I am very curious to know what exactly it is you see.
I saw the table incident.
A remarkable moment, don't you think? Not one of
Indeed.
my brightest, though. Hard to see so much from that little corner of your world.
I have eyes and ears throughout the stalks. My subjects are very loyally delivering me information.
Oh? And who are those exactly?
Why, the rats, of course.
He kind of blinks. The rats.
The rats.
Ah. My apologies then. I was not aware of how close you were to your subjects.
Indeed. When a subject, unfortunately, passes on, their lifespans are so short, you know. They give me a gift in their absence. And he sort of taps the side of his face that has the rat eye.
Hmm. Is it a secret how it's bestowed exactly? I'm quite curious about you, you know.
Oh, I eat them.
Another small blink. Not surprising given your show at the tree the other day.
No different than partaking in a meal. After all, you ingest the proteins, the carbohydrates, the nutrients. Your body absorbs them. They become, in essence, a part of your body, spent energy.
Though perhaps not as physical as yours.
Perhaps. It does pay to be at an evolutionary advantage.
Oh, but of course. I've come to some changes myself, but not nearly as magnificent as yours.
Don't coddle me, sir.
But I thought we were on more amicable terms now.
Listen, I understand that my words have a air of, shall we say, genial hostility to them. But I understand that through the duration of this voyage, and indeed once we return to the stocks, I have to, endure your presence. So I might as well learn to tolerate it a little better.
Well, I will do my best to be as tolerable as possible. But if there's an instance where you wish to get to know me a little bit more, you'll be more than welcome to. Yet, I am curious as to the why.
Why indeed? I suppose it's because a part of me, and he gives the big, wide, toothy grin, resents everything about you, my good man. You are beautiful You are strong. People throw themselves at your feet, and I just cannot abide by it.
I've known others to be jealous, but this is new.
Jealous. Indeed.
Is that not what this is?
No. Why should I be jealous of you? I have so many other better attributes. Why? At this very moment, and he rolls up his right sleeve a little further, at this very moment, I am changing my body, and you see the fleshy bits of his shoulder are turning more scaled and reptilian. I am changing my body to accept more of the attributes of a crocodile, which can go for months, perhaps even a year, without eating, so as to better save our rations, so that I can conserve my energy and not waste food for your consumption. Why would I trade that for such a farce as beauty?
That is impressive. Surely not something I can do. But I guess we all have our own standards of beauty. And I'd say, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder, but I do believe that you are very beautiful, Your Majesty.
He jerks a little bit at that, like he's genuinely surprised to hear those words out of your mouth, and just, of course you do! I'm gorgeous!
And no one denies it. No, of course not. Well then, now that you've aired out your concerns, I'm certain this will be a fulfilling trip for all of us then. But thank you for coming to me about it. It does definitely set my mind at ease.
Yes. And just so you know, if I will do what it takes to protect you over the course of this suicidal voyage, because should anything happen to you, I will absolutely never hear the end of it from Thaddeus.
No, it's all right. I will do my best. There are those that I wish to protect here, and I hope that you can do the same.
Well, I think my duty has been fulfilled. And he'll stand up, brush his pants. You see his tail is like wagging a little bit back and forth. And just good night, sir.
Of course, Your Majesty. I look forward to speaking with you privately again.
He just stares at you for a moment, and if you look closely enough, you could start to see the faint coloring of his cheeks, but he quickly turns away before you get a good look, and he storms off.
He'll just go back to trying to brush his hair out.
What a interesting little dynamic that we have come to have here.
DM, I would like to implement monologue tokens from Meris's campaign, please.
Maybe. It would go hard. It would go hard. Maybe further down the road. These people's got so many secrets. Either way. So as the night sort of starts to progress, it's starting to get like the sun has fallen and the night has definitely like started to take over, but there's still just like this creeping bit of light. In the distance, you can hear just the same sound of the mist wraiths, but you notice, and as it catches your ears and you look over to see what's coming, you see it's just one of them on the other side of the cliff, the other side of the chasm, just walks forward and just without thinking just falls off into the water. And you don't hear it again. Anyways.
I suppose we'll need to be keeping watch.
I can certainly volunteer again if anyone else needs the rest.
And I will speak up. I will be keeping watch over the entrance to the mist for the duration of the night. Do not worry about that side.
You need to rest at all, or?
Very minimally.
Okay, well, if we need you at your best, so if anything happens, just let us know, okay?
Of course. I already rested while you were having your conversations with each other. You're just gonna kind of like slither on over to the rest of the party. Say, are you all feeling prepared for the coming day?
I'd say so.
Good. While we do not know exactly what it is we are searching for, I'm certain that we will find our way.
We most certainly will. And we'll
That-
return home as quickly as possible.
And with that, Kloven, you're gonna take the first watch to keep Auntie company then?
If they don't mind the company.
I do not mind the company. I wish to speak with a few of you, particularly Thaddeus. You came highly recommended.
Oh, is this about the technology thing?
Someone told you. That is very good.
I've got some ears in nice places.
Sewer King sneezes.
But
Well,
please,
that's one.
if you would like to spend time and watch with me, Kloven, you are also more than welcome.
I'll give you to your privacy, but if Thaddeus needs some company on this night later on, I'll definitely.
We are.
What do you mean by that?
It's your first day on the mist.
It's not the first time I've been out here. I can handle it.
Technically, it's my first time out here, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
if anybody needs a company, it's probably Tate.
I'll be fine, you two. So,
Yeah.
taking that, Kloven will take first watch with Auntie, and then you'll take the second one, Thaddeus?
I think
It-
Thaddeus is bringing the first one.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was. It seems important.
Yeah.
After all, you all need your beauty sleep. Kloven, I know you typically go to bed around 11:30, so please take your rest, as I know this is going to be a bit different than your typical routine.
You're right. Well, then I shall do so.
Do you know all of our sleep schedules?
All but one.
Oh? Who's the odd duck?
Turns
Sewer
head.
King sneezes again.
I cannot know the sleep schedule of someone that I do not see.
You know, I should have seen that one coming. Honestly, I kind of, other than he kind of usually sleeps during the day, I don't know too much myself.
Well, he certainly does come out sometimes during the evening to ravage chickens and steal food.
Well, he usually doesn't take more than his fair share, at least.
Oh, believe me, I am not accusing. After all, it is necessary body functions to eat.
Yeah.
But please, the rest of you, get your sleep. You will need it for tomorrow. And as everybody starts to drift off, we'll have this conversation between Anti and Thaddeus. So Anti just sort of like the being that they are, whenever they go to go to sit down, it's kind of just like their body just spreads out. Their entire like front section is just basically one like kind of like sections of, they're just leaves that have formed into an almost cloak-like feature, with their feet being just basically just this system of roots. So as they go to rest and sit themselves down, they kind of just sink until they spread themselves out at your eye level as they they stand at roughly 8 feet tall. It says, "Well, I'm glad that you are willing to talk. I only wish we had the chance sooner when we were working on things for the defenses of the town. Sewer King made me aware of your abilities."
In what regard?
Your knack for tech, as I believe some people would call it.
Well, I suppose, yeah, it's kind of comes naturally. I mean, I can explain what I do. It's not exactly anything I would say anybody couldn't learn without a book and enough time.
Why are you being humble?
Because that's how I learned it, mostly.
Interesting. Besides the point. Do you know anything about electricity, electronics, and other such devices?
More or less. We use a bit of it at the tavern, though. Don't tell anybody who... What am I kidding? We don't have competitors in the stocks.
I know all of your secrets for the most part. I just merely wish to hear you validate them.
Well, that's reassuring.
Is it? I'm glad.
Yeah, we use a generator. I was taught how to work on it and take care of it at an early age. It's honestly not that complicated. It would just be really hard to replicate for people who don't know how electronics work.
Well, I can tell you at the very least that inside of the tree there is technology far beyond that of a simple generator. Would that interest you?
Plenty, but I can't really see what's inside the tree when we're out on the trail, can I?
No, not at the moment. Do you perhaps know what a computer is?
He pauses for a second. Like, what you just said reminds him of something deep and forgotten. but something he knows about. And sounds familiar.
Well, next time we find ourselves back in the stocks, I would be glad to show you some higher technology. After all, the tree was brought to you by Dintown, and Dintown is home to much higher technology. But I think you knew that already.
I've heard a few things about Dintown. Mostly that everything that was worth a damn was taken out of it a long, long time ago. And that it's not worth looking out for it, especially because it's pretty far out there from what I gather.
Indeed, we lost contact with Dintown many years ago. Though, judging by the tree, many of their contributions were what made the stocks what they are.
Okay, then. So what you're telling me is Dintown is responsible for the reason the stocks were so peaceful.
Indeed. Though I believe your town already knew that, considering the gifts and how they were portrayed.
The gifts?
Just whenever they sent messages and gifts for the survival of the stocks, it was always your friends from across the river in Dintown. Though, considering you probably come from a time, at least as far back as your memory goes, time before that, or after that. Am I being cryptic?
More than a little bit. Dintown to me always sounded like some rundown, ramshackle place we were never supposed to go to.
Correct, you should not go there.
But you're also telling me that it's responsible for a lot of the things that kept the stocks alive.
Correct, I believe I was clear about that.
And you expect me not to get curious.
Oh no, I expect you to get curious as it is your nature. As any good inventor or scientist would be in a situation like this.
Well then, enlighten me a little bit. Why shouldn't I go there?
Because Dintown is lost, just like much of the world.
Then, how are we still getting gifts from it? Or am I misinterpreting things?
The last gifts that were sent were mostly junk at this point. So, ergo, something is wrong.
Well, clearly, if you're saying it's lost, something... Well, it's probably the mist, isn't it?
Potentially. There are more trees like the ones that you have in the stocks.
Is that how you know so much about Dintown? They're connected, aren't they?
Indeed. Where do you think I came from?
Well, you sure know an awful lot about that place.
Well, my consciousness started when I found myself in the stocks, so I only know what was transmitted.
Your consciousness.
That is correct.
I told Hunter I'd come back alive. Tell me, what do you know about what's on the technology in the tree?
What do you wish to know?
Everything. Everything you can tell me.
Curious. I like that. Then, allow me to make it simple. The tree uses a massive amount of data and scientists' learnings in order to be able to funnel the mist into power. Thus powers the tree in a cyclical nature that allows it to continue to absorb the mist, and only once given a power source necessary to be able to consume the mist altogether is the job done. That job was completed when we finished the Night Owl, I believe that they called themselves, and used the power source that they did in the tree. So my mission was accomplished.
Except I don't entirely believe that.
Which
Don't
part?
get me wrong. I fully expected just about everything you told me. I saw it with my own eyes, after all. But I don't think your mission's done here. Otherwise, why'd you come with us? Why are you telling me this? Why did you tell me there's more than one tree?
Because that is the goal. At least, my new goal, self-appointed, albeit.
And you trust me to know about this?
I do.
You mentioned my knowledge of technology.
Hmm?
I assume that has something to do with this whole plan.
Well, more so than to do with the plan. I want you all to be as strong as you can be if we are to reclaim the world. That is the goal.
Reclaim the world, huh?
Does that not sound agreeable to you?
Sounds nostalgic more than anything. But yeah. That is kind of the reason I came out here.
You know, I'm surprised by how easily you talk to me, considering my form. Others have run away in fear, yet here you are.
Did you forget who was living in my basement for a few years?
That is humorous. But true.
I don't care what someone looks like. I care about what they're after. Who they are. You could be a 20-foot tall angry lizard, and if you were talking to me the way you are now, I think we'd still get along.
Your perspective is refreshing.
The world's full of too much judgmental nature. Least someone can do is bring a little bit of a easygoing perspective to things.
You are good companions for this cause, then.
Well, if you need me to work with a computer, I can probably finagle something.
It will take some getting used to, I assure you, but I do not know much about this place of Kenriel, other than it did have a connection to Dintown. How distant, I am not sure, but they did trade information. That is all I know.
So Kenril's a pretty good starting point then.
Just as Thalafir suggested.
Maybe that little floating cockroach was good for something after all.
I do not believe that he told us a lie.
No, but I wouldn't put him past a half-truth.
That is humorous.
You don't know how to laugh, do you?
No.
Can't
You-
say I'm surprised.
You are not looking at my mouth, as it is. You do not
Do I
know
need
the
to look-
shape of myself.
Oh. That's not where I thought you were going with that.
Where did you
So
think I was
there's-
going with that?
I don't know, some intellectual wisecrack about how I wasn't listening to you.
Curious. Perhaps one day you will see. But until then, I do not believe that you are ready.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
Do you know where the other trees are?
In vague terms, yes.
Is there one in or near Kenril?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if we're lucky, we might be able to set up a supply route. Save some places from the mist.
Indeed. At the very least, if we are able to get the tree back online, then we should be able to travel to and from the stocks to Kenril with ease.
And that's why you wanted to know if I could work a computer, isn't it?
Well, I can work a computer just fine. You are not necessary for this.
Then, why'd you ask?
Irrelevant.
You know how to keep things from people, too. And yet you can't laugh. Bit disappointing, isn't it?
It is humorous.
Well, I've got another question for you.
Please, feel free.
I talk to you easy enough. And I'm learning some important things about what we're out here doing, but how do I know I can trust you?
I do not believe that there is a reason that you could trust me 100% after all you just met me. However,
I'd take a solid 85.
85 is good probability. All you need to know is that our goals are aligned for the time being, and that I will see my goals through to the best of my abilities. I pray that our goals stay aligned.
For both of our sakes, I hope so too.
They just turn their head and just look at you, and you just kind of like stare into their big compound eyes. Okay. I appreciate your conversation. Do not hesitate to ask questions. Curiosity is what this world needs.
Alright, then I've got another question for you.
They sort of turned away and turned back to look at you and to say, Of course.
You say you know all of our secrets. Did you ever meet Jillian?
Meet? No. I did observe her on many occasions.
All your talk of higher technology and computers and what was really up with the tree, and how much she would shut down any talk about Dintown kind of gave me some ideas.
Her curiosity was natural. She left the mist more than anybody else I have seen on record. She left the stalks, I should say. She left the stalks for the mist. She is not clouding your vision now, is she?
No. No. I'm here to help my people. Keep the ones who came out here of their own free will safe. And maybe try to make things better for the ones in the stocks, but at the same time, it would be a lie to say that I'm not trying to find out what she was after.
Naturally. It is only expected that you would be interested in finding such information.
I just thought there was a off chance that maybe you two had met and talked. But I suppose you've probably been hiding in that tree the whole time, haven't you?
Correct. I have not come out of the tree for 150 years.
100!
That's how long the tree has been there. It is factual.
I know that tracks with everything I know. Just kind of threw me off guard, after all. I mean, hell, oldest guy we have in the stocks that I know of is... God, how old is the old man Plantar now?
I believe he is 73.
73. There it is. That's the oldest I know about. Even though Adamar looks like he's probably a solid 10 years older and how much sleep he loses.
Humorous.
I would say factual.
Factual, indeed. Was that humorous?
A bit of A, bit of B.
I will leave you to it.
Hey, thanks for putting me on the right track here. It's good to know we're doing something good, at least to the best of my knowledge.
I exist to do good.
Careful. Keep saying things like that, and some people might not believe you so easily.
Curious.
But I'll say one thing. I'm good with machines. And I know when a machine's working properly.
I do believe that will be indispensable on this journey. As the rest of this group, I do not believe have any clues on how to use machinery. There will be quite a bit along the way.
I can teach them? At least how to not light themselves on fire or get electrocuted.
Agreeable.
Or, which end of the gun a bullet comes out of.
Be careful teaching that way. It could result in injury.
I'm trying to keep them from
Humorous.
Thank you, Anti.
They sort of reform themselves back up into their more... I say upright, but they're kind of always slightly hunched over. And they're just mantis state, yes. And they just kind of walk back over towards the mist and proceed to just sort of let at least the wall sort of enter into their inner core of their being and just purify it as they continue to keep their watch.
Gotta say, that whole mist purification thing is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. And
That is
Sorry for
incorrect. You saw it at the tree.
it's a similar process, isn't it?
It is the same process.
What I'm saying is it's new. It's making this whole thing possible, and I'm sorry for being a bit distrustful.
It is good to distrust, but it is also good to evaluate logically as well as with emotion, something that I only know from a distance.
Well, I can tell you one
They're
thing.
saying this all while faced away from you, I want to note. It still sounds like it's coming towards you.
Telekinetics, I see.
Oh no, it's not telekinetic.
But
Telepathetic. Hey, Lamau got
The sound is originating from their body. It's just when they were talking to you and facing directly towards you, it was coming directly at you. When they're sitting facing away from you, it is still coming directly at you.
Can I make like a check to try and find out what kind of orifice is making the sound?
Sure. What might that be? That's a good question.
Thaddeus is the kind of person who's going to squint a little bit. He's gonna look at the bug like, hey.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. That's a 24, DM.
24. Okay.
24.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Receive.
Give us the anatomy of the bug.
Yeah, so
Analyze bug.
as I mentioned, the main body area of anti from shoulders down to feet, I'm using human terms here just for ease of explanation, is all covered in leaves. And there's no push of anything protruding out of that. It's just a nice straight layer of leaves that kind of flows and moves back and forth in the wind. So you can tell that it is some kind. There is a originating source from within their mass. What kind of orifice? It's unclear, but you can tell it's not necessarily vocal cords.
I don't expect an answer to this. But you're not really a bug, are you?
Why would you think that I was a bug?
You made yourself kind of look like one.
I suppose I do. Humorous.
Well. Don't know how to broach this question. Oh well, I'm getting tired.
Rest. It is important that you do.
Thank you. You've answered a lot of what we're working for and given me more things to look into. And as I'm sure you've gathered by now, I never stop doing research.
Good. All right. With that, I believe we will close the scene there. I'm glad to have a good chance to show how weird Anti is.
It is
I
really
love
weird.
them. I need them as a marketable plush DM. Get to work.
Hey, we're working on it. You've seen the updates in the art channel. Either
Fucking
way.
hear me, Day. I need it.
No, this isn't Day. This isn't Day. This is someone
wait,
else.
wait.
Either way.
Hear us now, fans of Mistwalkers. We need an anti-marketable plushie.
All right. I believe at this point we will kind of just go through. I won't have anybody roll for watches, but what I will note is that as the folks that wake up to take watches, similar to what was described in between the conversations before, every few hours you just hear the sound of a mist wraith's breathing from across the ridge before it just falls into the water. It's just a constantly recurring thing that's happening.
So fun.
So fun. Isn't it fun?
Like a babbling brook.
All
Really
right.
just white noise at that point.
Y'all mind if I turn on some white noise?
That's really good. Also, I just saw the Galleon plushie. That is so accurate. Galleon was a partial inspiration.
I knew it!
Yep. Okay. With that, we'll wake up in the morning. Is there anything anybody wishes to do before entering the mist?
General wellness check. I don't know if Tate would be brave enough to go to each person to say how they're doing, but how did people enjoy their first night? How did y'all enjoy your first night out in the mist?
Oh, you guys aren't in the mist yet. You're right at the cusp of the mist.
How did y'all sleep? How did y'all sleep? Excuse me.
I slept good. How about you?
I mean, it ain't the dirt from home, but it's still dirt. I'm good.
Dirt feels different?
You'd be surprised. You wanna try sleeping on some when we're back?
I can try. I'm used to a pillow and a blanket, but I can give
Worst
dirt a
case, we'll have
try.
the hay bales back in the barn.
Is it soft?
The dirt or the hay?
The hay.
The hay's soft. I mean, your bed not made with hay.
Thaddeus is realizing that not everyone sleeps on a regular bed.
Look at this bougie guy on a box spring.
It's not. I don't even know about a box spring. It's probably kind of just a lump, but like.
The idea that Jillian brought back probably the futuristic equivalent of a waterbed sounds wild to me.
That'd be really fun, actually. I like that idea.
Jillian just bringing back a memory foam mattress from Dintown, like.
These bougie motherfuckers.
It
That's
was
the good
50%
stuff.
off. It was 50% off on Memorial Day.
No.
Not sponsored.
I got the king for the queen price.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, Mattress City. Or whatever. I don't even know if that's a brand. I'm just assuming.
I mean, listen. If we get
Oh my
mattress
God.
sponsorships for a D&D game, that's helping some people sleep, right?
Hey, I'll take the money.
Yeah, give Lily money.
Get in the
Lily
comments.
money.
Help us get that sponsorship.
Oh God, we're jackasses.
Anyhow, Dirt Napping is nice. Kloven, Sewer King, Adamar, y'all doing good?
I
You could
slept like a baby.
Yeah, you can see Sewer King is like awake and moderately aware. He is like given those like long, slow, EP animal blinks, but he just looks at you and like gives a thumbs up.
We'll have to. We'll be fine. Adamar, Anta.
We do not sleep. Therefore, we slept poorly?
I suppose that's an answer. Well, how was your night? How about that?
adequate. Uh, I suppose you'll never actually sleep enough, but it's fine. I'm used to it at this point.
You know, I heard from Jillian a long time ago that every hour of sleep you lose is about 3 you have to get back.
I
Oh,
got a
I
lot
can
of
help with that.
Kloven. Not now.
He
I'm
just shrugs
gonna
his shoulders.
I'm gonna start making breakfast.
Plantar home cooking on the trail? I guess we're getting
Uh,
spoiled.
well, I mean, I ain't no chef like my ma. She just packed us a few things. So they're not fresh. They're just heated up in a pot fresh, I suppose.
Close enough. It's only been a couple days.
I'll certainly take that over Adamar's rations. No offense, of course.
No, I would gladly have whatever he's cooking over rations any day.
Nothing like hardtack. He's definitely got some coffee brewing since it's early and I think they all could use it. Has Sewer King ever had coffee before? Actually, this is important.
You know,
I think Thaddeus has given him some alcohol, but I don't know if he's given him coffee.
I don't think Thaddeus, I think Thaddeus is smart enough to not give him caffeine.
We don't need a wired Sewer King.
Damn.
So Thaddeus is going to eye the coffee pot, then he's going to eye Sewer King, and then he's going to eye the coffee pot again.
Well, this smells absolutely horrendous. What is this divine drink you're brewing?
Probably
Oh, yeah.
poisonous to you.
Nonsense. I mean, some people don't like coffee, but I don't know. It tastes smooth. It's like a bitter drink to start your morning.
I see.
It's like a potion you make by brewing a bunch of beans in a pot and then taking the hot water from it.
I, for one, enjoy my morning bean water.
Did you have to word it like that?
Bean water.
It can also be considered a bean soup.
Well, it's beans, that's a thing. That's a real thing.
Yep.
It's not as thick as a soup, I will say that much.
You want some?
I would be glad to try your water soup.
Alright, there you go. Pours him probably like an extra fucking, it's probably an extra little, like, ration cup. There you go. Yada yada. Everyone gets breakfast. Insert breakfast description here of something that lasts a while, like some, like, dried fruits and some meats and eggs.
Sewer King unlatches his muzzle so he can take a little sip of the coffee and just instantly gags.
You don't like it?
It's delightful.
You can be
Oh,
honest. We're friends, remember? And
No, I would never be so rude as to besmirch the hospitality of my companions.
well, if you like it like that, I was gonna say, when we're back in town, they often mix it with milk or honey or sugar, but, if you like it like that, I'll just give it to you like that from now on.
Excellent, it's great.
It's chuckling.
Speaking of that milk or sugar, did you bring any with you by chance?
I mean, not much. Milk would spoil out here, I think, if we spend out time too long, and I got, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 sugar cubes that my sister snuck in. Wow, you need one?
No, I'll be fine. I can handle it black.
If you want, I could probably find you don't have to drink the coffee, I made it because I like to start my day with it.
I
Bit.
would rather be alert in case we can get the jump on these things before they hit us.
I wasn't aware you had such a sweet tooth.
Coffee's just...
You don't need
strong.
coffee to wake up. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I
You're
don't.
exactly right.
Thaddeus takes his tea with 3 lumps of sugar, by the way.
Oh.
You little weasel!
It's not a secret. I know you and my dad have that in common for sure.
Ugh. Listen, Hunter, not to mention Adamar, gave me shit for taking things with cream and sugar all the time.
Excessive.
I think it's sweet.
It's not excessive!
It's all right to like what you like, Thaddeus. There's no.
You know, if you want to tease Adamar back about something, I could leak the rationing requests for coffee beans for the guard station.
Oh? Spill it.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Maybe. So
there's
maybe.
no need to get so petty so early in the morning. Please give me my cup of
Thaddeus.
coffee.
Thaddeus
There
is flashing
you
an
go.
evil grin.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you. You do not need to call me sir.
That's the force I have it. I'll work it out in my system, Adamar. All right. Auntie, what's our plan looking like? We're gonna keep marching forward?
Yes. We will continue to march forward. We will enter the mist. And we will likely be camping inside of the mist itself as well. Visibility shall be low, as long as you stay within 20 feet of me. Shall be okay. There will be altercations, I'm sure. You all know this. Be prepared at any moment. We will travel slowly and safely.
Right, so get comfortable with one another, I suppose.
Indeed. Please continue to enjoy your drinks. And then we shall head out.
You want some?
I cannot drink any of it. So no, I do not want some.
That's
Can
a
you
shame.
eat any of it?
I cannot eat any of it. So no, I do not want some.
So you can't eat, you don't sleep as long as we do, and you don't drink.
Correct.
Well, if you ever get an idea how we can make things more hospitable or comfortable for you, let us know, alright?
I find you all interesting. That is enough. Stay
All right, but if you-
curious as well.
Alright, but if you ever want your pillow fluff, just let us know.
I do not sleep with a pillow.
You should try it.
Says the guy who sleeps on dirt and hay bales.
I
To say.
don't think that's that weird. When we get back home, you're all staying the night at my place, alright? At least once.
Once is all I need.
Alright, note to self, I gotta draw Tate's sister. Gotta entice the Kloven somehow.
No need. Invitation is enough, but yes. That aside, are we all ready to go?
As we'll ever
Sounds like
be.
it.
Sewer King chugging the rest of his coffee. And then coughing.
Thaddeus got through his cup, but you can, if you're looking, he just makes like the faintest hint of a grimace before he hands the cup back.
It was very good, Tate. Thank you.
Thanks, I'll make sure to give you seconds next time if we have time.
Excellent.
I told you it might be poisonous.
I've plenty of things to counteract venoms and toxins. I'll be fine.
Okay, if you insist.
Very well. Please come close and do not stray. And Anti will begin to step forward towards the wall of the mist. And as they do, it parts around them, creating an almost bubble-like effect. You see it kind of goes, you can see it moving around from the top all the way down to the ground, underneath them and up into their form. And as they take these first few strides into the mist, they turn around and wait to make sure that you are all following and are all close enough so that no one is cut off.
Yeah, definitely gonna do as I say and get as close as possible.
Is your way for asking a march in order, Lily?
Not this time.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We're getting jumped, guys!
You're not getting jumped, I promise. Alright, so as you guys all kind of come close, they begin to inch forward just to slowly get everybody acquainted to the pace that they will be walking. And as they do so, the opening in the mist behind you closes more and more until you are surrounded by it. Everything around you is white. Even the ground you walk on is white. As you move forward, you realize the sound of the waves that you had gotten used to vanishes. It is eerily silent inside of the mist. That rasping breathing of mist wraiths that you had gotten used to doesn't seem to be here. It is just silent. As you continue to start taking your first steps into this quiet world, you notice that the trees from the forest continue to pass as you walk. The only sound that you hear is that of your feet against the grass and the roots of the forest. For those of you... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna comment, it's a lot quieter than I thought it would be.
And it makes it worse, doesn't it?
I got used to the skitterings of the creatures during the night. This is...
Different and wrong.
I don't know. In a way, it kind of makes you think of the night sky back home. I mean, same old mist. It's quiet out at night. It's not too scary.
Yes, but no creatures. There's no nature. There's no life.
Think about it, Tate. Would you want to be in the night sky?
That'd be awfully poetic in any other place but here.
Exactly.
Not that we
trying to
ever
be
truly
poet.
seen a night sky, but
I wish we could.
I'm told it's beautiful.
So was I.
Alright. So, just gonna kind of do a little summary. But as you guys travel, it is quiet, as mentioned. The monsters that you had come to get used to avoiding do return, but in small numbers. only so much as to be a quick swing of a hammer, swing of a sword, poke of a spear before they are gone. But you continue traveling over the next few days with surprisingly little issue. It is unnerving, to be sure, quiet, to be sure, but seemingly less dangerous than you perhaps thought it would be. On the third night in the mist, you've been traveling for hours upon hours every day and begin to kind of wonder, are we getting close? And as you set up your camp for the night, take a deep breath and have a seat and get ready to take watch. Leave you guys a little time to roleplay if you wish, but then I will ask for watch orders.
I think Kloven is looking pretty visibly tired at this point. And he kind of slinks back unceremoniously to the ground.
You can get worn out.
It just feels like we're walking in circles. Can't see too much ahead of us, so.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. It sounded like audio cut off for me there for a second.
No, same here. I think Discord is bugged out.
Okay.
Oh no.
I would say, Yulia, if you want to say what you said last, just to make sure we get it.
Oh, sure. I think the last thing he said was that his feet were beginning to hurt.
Hmm. Anti will speak up and just say, I believe we should be getting close, if my approximations are correct. One more day of travel, then we shall find the place we seek.
General, yeah?
Correct.
Well, it'll be nice to see this place in the flesh.
Indeed.
Nice to see anything at all. I adore looking at all your beautiful faces, but a change of scenery would be nice.
The only change of scenery we've had is just the few monsters we've had to put down. Do not enjoy this. But, besides the point, back to business. Who's taking watch? I can take first. Who would take second?
Not alone, you're not.
Not alone, of course. Yet somehow you've been allowed to take watch alone, perfectly fine by yourself, Thaddeus.
I wasn't really watching in a bunker. I was mostly exploring.
Right.
That door's thick enough to keep out a dragon if need be.
And who will be taking second watch?
Suppose I should. I have yet to pull my weight in that regard.
Ain't a matter about pulling weight, it's about who's most comfortable doing it. And if you still need your rest, that's totally fine. I can do it if you want.
No, it's high time that I helped. I
Hey,
don't
SK.
mind.
How's your first cup of coffee treating you?
Quite well. Why do you ask? You see his one rat eye always looks a little bugged out, but it's kind of boggling a little bit.
Oh no. Yeah, I think he can handle a watch.
Final watch.
Well, if we're going with the buddy system, Tate, would you like to, not to
Yeah.
volunteer you, but you seemed eager to help out His Majesty.
I think I prefer that kind of watch too, yeah, since I wake up early anyhow.
Then I will gladly get my beauty sleep.
You enjoy yourself, Kloven.
Thank you.
All right. Then first up, Thaddeus and Adamar. Can I have some good old perception checks from you, Thaddeus?
Will do. I got a 10.
Good, good. Oh, well, Adamar got a 20, not natural. A dirty 20, one might say. So, just sort of as your watch kind of goes, you are seeing very little, as it has been for the last while of travel. At some point during the night, Adamar's just gonna kind of put his hand onto your shoulder and just kind of grab you and just say, "Quiet." Hear that?
Thaddeus just nods. Hear what?
Swear I heard some kind of shriek.
Shit.
It's distant. It's very distant. I think perhaps only my elven ears could hear.
What should we do?
Monsters seem to have been mostly deterred by this void of mist we find ourselves in.
Yeah, but what's to stop them from being right on the outside of it?
I'm going to take a look.
Hey, Adamar. Let me watch your back.
Of course.
If something happened to you, I don't think Kloven would let me hear the end of it.
You'd have the whole town to answer to, Thaddeus. Everyone loves me.
Everyone loves what you do, at the very least.
I'm hurt.
Wasn't meant to be a dig. You do a good job.
You saying they don't love me for my personality, my winning personality?
It depends on the day.
Fair enough. So, you guys are going to just take a quick little foray out into the mist. As you do, Adamar with his with his lovely dirty 20 perception check just kind of sees in the distance something, kind of once again puts his hand back to you. Says, "1 second." And just takes out his bow, pulls back a shot, and pierces something with it. Quickly runs over as it falls to the ground silently, picks it up, and it's a bat. He comes back to you and says, and points back towards the campsite. Bat. Just a bat.
Really? That's all it was?
It was quiet. So I suppose that checks out.
Well. glad it was just a bat. Are you sure it's a normal bat?
You can take a look at it with him, and it looks mostly normal, but with like some kind of dragging of the skin or the flesh, where it kind of like, it looks not like bulbous or anything, but like it's been stretched thin a little bit outwards. I don't love that, but it's fine. Just keep your ears open. I think we're okay for now.
Yeah. Don't like the look of that bat, though.
I don't like the look of anything that we found here.
Well, if it's any consolation, this is the first thing we've seen in a long while that we could actually see the look of.
Right. Alright.
But I agree.
Let's wake up the Sewer King.
Yeah. I'll get Tate, but I know you like to say justice never sleeps, but if we want you on your sharpest, you should get at least a few hours.
Right. Alright. Switch watches.
Yeah. Switch watches.
Right? Then Tate and Sewer King, you guys are getting tagged on in here.
Morning.
Morning.
All right.
Did you get your beauty sleep?
Always.
Good. I believe it is important to let you all know that we found a bat. Not inside of our circle, but I heard it slightly outside. I was able to kill it, but just wanted to make you aware.
You left the circle?
Just temporarily, yes.
We're not hurt or anything.
And Sewer King is gonna get all up in Adamar's business and like put his hands on his face and like lift up his eyelids to like look at his eyes. Does he seem okay?
He
Does he
seems
seem cool.
He seems perfectly fine. This is something he's done multiple times before. Held his breath through the whole thing.
All right. Try not to make it a habit, though.
Trust me, I wouldn't if I didn't think it was necessary.
Well, it's a relief to know there's at least something living out here.
Something warped, albeit, but seemingly so.
It just looks like a bat, like a normal bat.
Bat, but like its skin is stretched, like beyond what a normal bat would look like. So like, just take it and just sort of like stretch it about like 3 or 4 inches longer than what it should be on every side.
Hmm. I think something is trying to grow within it, or perhaps shift.
Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, we'll be going to sleep now.
Can SK keep the bat?
Sure, you can keep the bat.
Cool,
I-
cool.
Plus one bat.
I gotta ask.
Yeah,
Are you
no.
sure about this, Lily?
Yeah, I mean, it's dead.
No,
He's gonna pin it up and then show it to Kloven. Honestly, so real. Do it. Do it.
Stop.
I mean, Adamar killed the bat, brought it back. It's right there, and he's not going to do anything with it. So,
Cool.
if you want the bat, you can have the bat.
This is how
Why'd you say
COVID
it like that?
started.
Why'd you say it like that? I'm just gonna I'm gonna say, as he's keeping watch, particularly since he knows that Tate is going to be up with him, so he can afford to be moderately distracted. DM, I would like to dissect the bat and see what's going on in there.
Okay. What is a dissection roll? That's a cool
Who
question.
That would be
knows?
medicine, wouldn't it?
Medicine?
Survival or nature.
Let's do survival or medicine, whichever you're better at.
That would be survival. Roll 20, are we good? Oh, there we go. 23.
Okay, goddamn. You guys would throw these good rolls on the random questions.
Tell me about the bat.
Yeah, so
He's just taking his, like, monitor lizard clawed hand and just, like, scraping it open, seeing what's inside.
yeah, so the interesting thing is that the center of like the bat itself is basically like it looks pretty normal. Where the weirdness starts is mostly in the wings. Like they're stretched out, both like up and out. And you see just like the slightest peeking through of the top side of the wings that there's like almost like insectoid like spikes. You know how some like bugs have those kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The spines,
The spines, yeah. And so you feel like something about it was likely. It looks like it got stuck to something and then was ripped, and the skin sort of just healed in that sort of stretched form. But as mentioned, the bat itself looks pretty normal. The eyes itself look dark. Like darker than probably usual. I sorry, I don't know much about bat anatomy, so I'm doing my best.
But there's like nothing like super weird or super gross about like the innards.
Yeah, as you open the innards, I would say you probably notice like a puff of mist come out.
Wisdom save.
Yeah. gives a little cough.
I just want you to know Tate is watching all this. I'll let you finish your thing, but Tate is watching you.
That's fine. He doesn't care. He is just like poking and prodding, digging around with his fingers. Poor thing. Tried to evolve.
Do you just... I want to ask about that evolve comment in a moment, but is that what you did to the chickens? Or at least the first time you got a chicken?
First of all, you cannot prove that I had anything to do with the chickens. Second of all, I'm sure that whatever killed the chickens ate them for sustenance.
Gonna gloss over anti there for a little bit, but okay, just making sure, that's fine. Any particular reason why you felt the need to dissect it? Not judging, I wanna know.
Well, if we're going to be in the mist, we have to understand the mist.
Suppose
it's good to know the dangers that we're up against.
I suppose in a macabre way that makes sense, but did you glean anything from the bat?
It was injured. And the mist attempted to heal that injury. Though it left it, albeit, one might say, a little more broken.
Wait, did mist come out of it like you said?
Yes, a puff of mist just came out of it. Its poor little body.
Well, Antad told us they'd be able to deal with any mist within a 20-foot radius around them, but if
it dissipated It
I know.
dissipated quite quickly.
But now you got me thinking, what if a bigger bat came in and we killed it, and then we just made it pop, and then we all got hit with a big wave of, like, bat mist, you know?
How big do you think bats are?
How big do you think a bat can get? I didn't think a person could get that big, and then we saw that thing chasing us down over the columns.
Granted, that was an amalgamation of people, that was several. I suppose we could have a horrid multi-bat flying about.
Oh, sounds terrifying. I guess we did glean something from that.
Yes. Well, it seemed a waste to just let it rot. We might as well try to learn something from it.
Hey,
Was
SK,
that your... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh!
I knew it!
How's an 18? I got an 18! I got an 18, okay?
All right. So while you guys are talking and are distracted,
You did this.
No! No!
SK, basically what happens is a stinger pierces into you, into your back.
From the bat?
Not from the bat.
The mist.
It's from a tree above you, and you do succeed your saving throw. But as it does this, first of all, let me roll some damage for you.
Okay.
I just want to preemptively say, the moment that stinger goes, and I'm pretty sure Tate goes into everybody wake up. But that can wait, DM.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm
Okay.
saying the gun is cocked.
SK, you take 14 damage.
Oh.
That's a big ass splinter.
That's
Holy
a biggie
shit.
numbie.
God damn.
Did I get fucking stabbed? Jesus.
No,
Splinter, I suppose.
it was a stinger.
Uh-huh.
From a
And
tree,
so-
that's a splinter.
Can I have you both make perception checks?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Alright, well, I don't think Tate's good
Oh!
at that.
Oh no.
Double nat one.
Yeah, I'm not good at this one, don't look at
You
me.
actually need it.
All right. This is not hard to see. You can see above you, there is a face looking down at you.
Oh.
And it's horrid looking. Just like this absolutely like empty-eyed, empty-mouthed face look at you. And it starts to back away, seeing that it missed the vital point. But you said you're waking everybody up?
Yeah, guys, you're gonna want to see. Okay, let's see this. I think we have visitors as Tate is going to kick over one of the pots that was out for making food to wake everyone up.
Mm-hmm. So this creature just hisses at you. And as Anti gets up, and this sort of mist wall kind of recedes a little bit, you see hanging out of the tree this lovely creature. And once again, this is going to go right into the Mistwalkers art channel. We have to do our good thank you for today for creating this absolute abomination of a spider creature. So here you go, everyone.
Oh.
So what you see, if people want to take a second to just take that in.
I don't like this.
Oh no.
Day, you're brilliant, and I hate that.
That's
get
so
the-
good.
I hate
It's
this
so,
Y'all
it's
got your
so
initial-
wonderful.
Y'all got your initial reactions out? Okay, cool. That's my go! That's my go!
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna say, don't worry, you can just look at the little smiling day chibi underneath it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
signature.
focusing on.
Yeah, so you see just this face with like the two pincers kind of sticking out of it, and it just looks at you, cocks its head about like 90 degrees, and just roars at you. Just so I can give everybody the proper description. What you see is just that, but there's two human arms sticking out from underneath its front mandibles that seem to just be kind of like moving around alongside the rest of the front two arms are the front two spider legs, essentially. So where there are normally 8 arms, there's 2 human arms and 6 spider arms. It's was it the thorax, I think is the scientific name of like that butt area.
You can always ask your mom, but
Hey.
shoutouts to Aries. Anyways,
is just essentially a bunch of faces that are actively like open and spewing mist. So, with that, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Let's go.
Yay.
Alrighty, let's do this. Got 15. Nice job, SK!
Whoa.
Hey, SK's aware for this.
Oh.
I can't see for shit, but now I got venom running through me and I'm ready to fight.
I think it's the coffee.
The coffee kicked in,
Probably.
y'all.
Hey, initiative, buddy.
Wait, how do you have a -1 initiative? What the fuck is... What's going on over there?
Bad dex.
Funky.
That
Oh
good
my
old
God.
Dex.
You dump Dex? You're so real. You're so based. I'm so proud of you. I would die for you, bestie.
Okay.
That's why she's like.
Please chill for a second while I get everything set up. I did not prep my stuff.
All right. So how do you guys feel about like your builds and stuff? Because I don't think Tate's still rocking his farmer equipment because I don't think we've taken the time to. When we go back to town, I am definitely looking into armor and a weapon.
Imagine needing weapons.
Is there a reason why you didn't want me to let me hold your lizard hand? When we open about something yesterday?
Oh,
You
whoa,
afraid?
whoa.
Wow. Okay.
That's my pointy hand.
You haven't unlocked that social link yet.
That's right. That's
Damn.
right.
One day I'll unlock the fucking. I'm sorry. I'm imagining SK growing a cassowary fucking set of claws. That's terrifying.
Terrifying.
Okay.
SK suddenly Mr. Krabs.
No.
Just imagine he has to commit to the transformation. He's got the little fucking tiny feet that like make the walking noise.
Big
money.
meaty claws.
Hey, money!
Really close! I think I thought of when you said close.
Don't worry, SK. I know these claws ain't just for attracting mates.
Oh my god. How do you like me now, Sapphire? How do you like me now?
All right. Just about ready.
We're very good at this.
All right. Okay. Alrighty. So first up, unsurprisingly, considering the role, is SK.
Right. So, how close is Big Mama to me?
Big Mama's roughly, I would say, like they're up the tree about 10 feet at this point, but within another 5 feet, so roughly 15 feet away.
Cool. Get down here. I'm a marshal. Get down here. I guess I could scuttle up the tree and try to. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna scuttle up the tree, and I'm gonna try to specifically attack its big old butt.
Okay.
But first I'm gonna activate my level 3 ability, because I'm remembering to this time.
Okay.
So just like before, the black ichor just oozing out of his gums and filling his mouth, and coming out from the claws on his hand. He just unlatches that muzzle, the jaw clicks, and he skitters on up the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to attempt to take a slash at Big Mama.
Sure.
13.
Will not hit.
I do it again. 21.
That will most certainly hit.
Cool. 10 slashing damage plus 4 question mark damage.
For necrotic question mark damage. All right.
And my level 3 ability, that is my bonus action, correct, to activate that?
Correct. I'm pretty sure it is.
Because it doesn't actually say in the writing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's meant
I would
to
say
be.
I intended it to basically just be an Eldritch Claws activation, which is a bonus action. So
All right, that's what I figure. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
that in the notes then.
Yeah, please do.
So yeah, that'll be my turn then.
All right. Then next up is Adamar. I will just do the. I can find my pages. I'll just do 2 quick shots from Adamar. Quick. So both of these will hit for a total of 19 damage. So doing math. Okay. That'll be his turn. Next up is Anti, actually. And Anti is going to... why do I have Tate's sheet up? I do not need Tate's sheet. Get out of here, Tate.
Need me? You don't need me?
Anti is basically just going to spend their first turn shifting into the symbiotic entity. And will essentially just kind of take a second to prep themselves. And is it a bonus action? This is what I get. It's not. Okay, so they're basically just going to take their turn shifting into this form. But other than that, they will unfortunately basically need to pass their turn. Because they were caught by surprise. Next up... Oh, no, thank you, Meris. I just saw that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention.
Yeah. Okay. Then next up is Thaddeus. So please go ahead, Thaddeus.
I'm pulling out my gun, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dramatically flutter my coat and then just drop him on the ground, and he is going to be in flamethrower mode, and I'm going to have it run up and blast the sucker.
All right.
I need to make me a dex save.
Save. That's just... that is an 8.
My spell save is...
I would assume higher than 8.
Yeah, it's a 16. So... it'll take 13 fire damage.
All right. That's some good damage.
I'm
Alright.
going to be, by the way, kiting this thing from the furthest distance I can be from my turret to keep it live.
All right, sounds good. Next,
I mean, hey. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say next up is
Oh.
the spider, but go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Thaddeus, you have Tate. Let me take a spider bite for your turret. I got this.
Oh.
Go ahead. I can take 1 bite. I gotta show SK how biteable I am.
No, like I have a maximum
Hey.
distance I have to stay from the turret, or I can't, or it won't work. But yeah,
Alright.
please, by all means, show how biteable you are.
Okay. Spider time. I just realized I just posted that initiative order. I should change it because somebody has higher dex than another.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was gonna.
Kloven.
I didn't want to say anything, but I
About to
definitely
say.
caught it.
Sorry, Kloven.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. So Spider is going to essentially just like, after having kind of taken a quick flurry of blows from y'all, I need everybody to make me this be a wisdom save.
Dirty 20.
1 second here. That is a 6.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Nice.
You're so wrinkly, Yulia.
It's only the first roll.
So
aside from the
wise.
initiative.
Oh yeah, wait, sorry. What's this? I hit the button.
Oh!
The law behind those pretty eyes.
26, 23, and 9.
Yummy.
Adamar natural 1.
Oh
Let's
no,
go.
buddy!
Anti
The coffee did not
26. Okay. Anti is totally fine. Okay, everybody that failed is frightened of the monster. Then that will be their turn. So next up is Tate.
Is it still above us, DM?
Yes, it is still above you.
Is it within reach?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so making sure, because if I couldn't approach it and it was out of reach, I would have to say I got nothing, but, alright. I guess it's official. I'm gonna call it something different, but for all intents and purposes, Lily, I would like to rage.
Let's
I
go!
won't call it surge. Tate is going to surge as the elements come from within him, and a gust of wind comes out as he takes a wider stance with his sledgehammer, and he's gonna swing it upwards. I can do this as part of the rage, right? When enter rage, you can activate the effect. Okay, got it. Tate generates an aura of Stormwind. It extends out 10 feet. Allies who touch the aura at any point during their turn gain 10 more feet of movement, and the area in the aura counts as difficult terrain for my enemies. And then as a bonus action, I can place a duplicate down, but since we're in the anti-bubble, I don't think it matters as much. I'm gonna whap him now.
All right. So you attacking recklessly? Oh god.
I don't think it makes a difference, DM.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference this time.
But, yeah, sorry, the Shawnee was coming out. Yes, always attack recklessly.
Yes. There you go. Absolutely hits.
That is 12 bludgeoning damage.
All right. So you kind of just take your sledgehammer. The first time it misses, but you basically use the momentum of the hammer kind of going down and like missing, and just basically wind it back around for even more oomph on the second hand. Just poof, it right up. And I'm going to say, just because I like the mental image of it, that it essentially you bop its head so much that it kind of falls out of the tree and onto the ground. So you guys can get a better look at it now. You can see essentially the little stinger that had poked SK protruding from its butt area. But yeah.
I like to add the flavor text that because Tate is frightened, he's gonna I didn't mean for it to fall. Just take a step back. Not like a full 5 feet back, but just like jumps back.
All right. Then
That's my turn, DM.
next up is Kloven.
Yippee! Okay, just as a D&D refresher, I can use a cantrip and the spell if the spell is a bonus action, correct?
Yeah, essentially, since I don't think you have a way to make well, yeah, no, that's correct.
If not, I can totally do something else.
If you do a cantrip, you can use a spell as a bonus action.
Okay. Awesome. So I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame then as
Okay.
a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's level 5.
All right.
It's a DC of 14, so I think it's a charisma. No, it's a dexterity.
Dex save, yeah.
Save. Yeah, dex save.
Well, it rolled a 7, so it fails.
Okay, fantastic.
So that's 10 damage.
10 damage. And I will then use a bonus action to do my spiritual weapon and bring that sucker out.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Nice. That will most certainly hit.
Nice, awesome. Spiritual weapon, it's a level 2. Good old 11.
All right. So you proceeded to just kind of bonk this thing like a few times at this point, and it's getting bothered by just the sheer amount of like bonking by literal hand. What does your spiritual weapon look like? I should ask that.
So it is essentially an enlarged lance, but almost in the shape of like the handle along has like scales, and so it looks almost like a long dragon with an open mouth.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So getting bonked out of the tree, then immediately greeted with some fire. It just kind of just yelps and just goes, creepy noises.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm not gonna do it because I hurt my voice last time. I'm gonna try and do it a bit more sparingly. Either way, that's the other end of your turn.
Yes, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. So the spider this turn, it gets one more turn with legendary actions, of course, and is going to proceed to take. Let's do a swing at Kloven and a swing at, Tate. You guys are in the front.
Yeah, come on.
Right?
Oh, and I gotta roll that wisdom save.
Oh yeah, roll the wisdom.
I am no longer afeared.
You are no longer afeared, that is correct.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Well, first
I am now only normally terrified of the mist creature, so good.
First roll.
You're very brave, Tate.
First roll is a is a 17 plus 7, so it'll absolutely hit Kloven.
Oh my god.
This will just be a bite attack. Oh, well, I rolled it there. I've been rolling it personally, but there you go. So just 7 piercing, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay, lovely. Can do.
Oh, yeah, you're
20.
You are good. So as it bites into you, you kind of feel like some of the essence of the mist start to like pump into your veins, but you've dealt with this before. You're fine.
Yeah, okay, good.
Second one, this is 23 to hit on Tate.
Yeah.
So, oh, well. Wow, I am not rolling good on damage. That's fine. 8 damage, and I need a con save from you as well.
You got it. Should be good at this. No.
Oh.
So you do fail, and you take 1 stack of mist, but on the first stack of mist, nothing happens. So you just kind of feel some of it just kind of like pierce into you. And it's the first time you've really felt it, but it's like, okay, it's not that bad, at least for now.
Ooh. Can I sentinel that too?
Oh yeah, please.
Well, thank you. 21. 5.
Oh, just 5. That's okay.
That's 5.
Okay. Top of the round. Which I believe is Sewer King.
Oh, geez, that's me.
Yeah.
Alright, so it fell, so can I just, like, leap out of the tree and onto its back?
Yeah, you want to leap down onto the faces?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to leap down onto the faces that are spewing mist, you're more than welcome to.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I gotta get up close and personal.
Yeah, there's no other way
You
to
gotta
get up
take
close
a
and
bite.
personal.
I got, for science, right? Yeah.
I fucking hope SK gets like a mist resistant feature just for him at some point if he has to keep biting these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna leap down and do a little jump and slash,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go for it.
17.
That hits.
Okay. 10 slashing plus
Okay.
another 5 necrotic.
Okay.
I do it again. 18.
Yep.
Another 8 slashing. Another 4 necrotic.
Okay.
You know what? You know.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna take a bite out of it.
Hell yes.
We're gonna
Yummy.
25.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god. For 7 piercing, and I'm gonna heal up for 7 as well.
All right. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
You got it, boss. That's a 24.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You've eaten mist monsters.
See, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
You just see black ichor like just drooling out of his mouth, and he's just ripping flesh off of these poor faces.
All right.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me just find my sheets again. There's Adamar. Adamar is frightened, but still, does what he do. So I think this rolls naturally with disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. Well, Jesus Christ, Adamar. You don't give a shit about disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Math. All right. Then next up is Anti. So Anti will do what they do and is going to do their attack. So I think this is the right button. Yes. That will hit. I want to mention, by the way, that this thing is not looking very good at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, 12. And one more Polearm Master for another attack. 16 also hits. Oh, 16. Holy shit. Alright. Then next up, that is Anti's turn, is Thaddeus.
I am still afraid, right?
Yes. Speaking of which, I need to make Adamar's save.
Um,
No.
Oh.
can I, like, try and kite around and try and find a better vantage point where I'm not afraid of getting launched immediately?
Sure. You are at least a good, 20 feet away from it, if it makes you feel better.
I'm gonna try and put some, actual terrain between us, because I am afraid of this thing.
Don't forget, I applied difficult terrain around it.
Mm-hmm.
And its speed is reduced by 10 because of me.
Yep.
I know, but have you ever been afraid? It's not rational.
True.
I'm being in character here.
No, that makes sense. That checks out.
He's going to find, a rock or something he can hide behind and, try to aim over and shakily take a shot at it.
All right.
I forgot if fear gives us disadvantage, but,
It does.
okay. That's a 9.
No, that does not hit.
I'm gonna press the switch on the mechanical arm and just hope the fire gets it.
All right.
Dex save, please.
Dex save. That's a 6, so no.
Okay! 9 fire damage, GM.
All right, so this is where I would technically ask, how do you want to do this? But considering
Kill it with fire!
Yeah, considering it's your little buddy, I like to imagine you just kind of sit back there and just smash the button, and as it does, the fire just kind of proceeds to kind of go all over it and just kind of consume it. And as it does, it just lets out the most blood-curdling screech you've ever heard in your life, as all of the faces on the back scream with the front face and just yelp extremely loudly.
Not to be that person, but do I also get incinerated?
Oh yeah, you would technically have to roll a dex save.
Dex save,
Oh.
SK.
This has become routine.
All right, 21. 21.
Just say, so you take 4 fire damage.
Okay, that's
Would I need to too, or
I think you would have been able to angle it to not hit you, but SK is on top of it.
I mean, to be fair, I think SK. I'm gonna say we angled it to not hit Tate, but also Thaddeus definitely ducked behind the rock and pressed a switch and prayed.
Fair enough. But
It's all right. This is only the second time in combat you've incinerated me, so.
I'm sorry.
but my lovely friends, the encounter is not over.
Oh.
Oh, phase 2.
Something like that. So as the spider lets out its shriek, it ceases as you guys are kind of covering your ears. And then you hear from behind you a separate screech. One that Adamar recognizes as similar to the bat, but this time
all but
significantly louder.
Oh no, the multi-bat.
I hate
We were joking, but it's real.
I hate that you did actually call it.
Oh, no!
my god!
Oh my gosh.
So you see
Oh no!
you see as you turn around to face this sound, realizing that danger has not necessarily passed, you see essentially just like this whoosh of mist-like energy just kind of pass through as you turn around and see, posting in our channel, because once again, thank you, Day.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, a double.
Go, Day.
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh no.
That looks
Ugh.
sick as fuck.
Yeah, but I'm terrified of it.
Oh my
But-
goodness.
As
That's
it
It's like a
yells,
rat king. It's like a rat king, but for bats.
that is exactly
King.
Day's idea. It's called the
so
Bat
sick.
King because
That's so sick.
yeah. Yes, I'm glad you knew what that was because that was exactly his inspiration.
Listen, I know my rats.
You do indeed. But as you turn around and see it, it immediately flies off. And as you hear an echo of 4 more yelps, not coming from that area, but in the distance. And then all of a sudden, you hear thumping. Thumping. And you realize the thumping is getting closer. And I'm gonna need everybody.
Fairly alarmed here.
Everybody, Adamar kind of yells out to you, just like, defensive positions. I think we may have alerted the horde.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Lovely.
Running time.
Oh, I don't think there's much running from this.
Okay.
Just brace yourselves. And go ahead.
If we have a moment, Tate's gonna step forward towards the direction of where the yelping is, so his aura can like slow them down.
It's all directions.
Oh, damn. Never mind.
So, Anti is in this. You guys will technically have like 30 seconds before it gets here. So if you want to do any sort of spells to prepare, some concentration, anything, but there is seemingly a horde coming.
DM,
Oh,
I still
don't-
rate.
I don't lose rage, right? Damn,
No,
please.
you're fine. We can also technically use what's it called? 1D&D 5e plus rules where you can just technically bonus action to maintain rage. I don't give a shit.
We have 30
Awesome.
seconds.
You have 30
Then-
seconds.
I'm going to in a bout of quick thinking, I am going to set up a perimeter of. I'm just gonna like, with the hands of the little limbs on my cannon, split up and set up a perimeter of piles of rocks around us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say to everyone, I need sharp objects. Rocks preferable, sticks workable. Make a circle.
Acknowledged. And Anti is going to deploy spike growth for one of the cardinal directions.
That works.
Nice.
That covers it.
Just one of the cardinal directions. I want to be specific.
I'll go ahead and preemptively cast a Beacon of Hope,
Okay.
and I'll post the thing on there so that people know what it is, but it's up to 3, so I will do it on good old Tate, SK, and Thaddeus. But also, let me put that up there. Because it also regains the maximum
nice.
number of hit points possible for any healing.
Oh, you can target more than 3. It says
Oh, can
any
I?
number of
Awesome.
creatures within range, so you can target
Okay,
everybody.
awesome. So I will target everyone then.
Mhm.
So
All right.
advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, just in case.
All right. Anybody else?
What
have
I'm
any-
hearing is continue eating mist creatures.
I suppose so. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before the horde hits?
I think there's not really anything SK wants to do for like himself, so I'll just say that he is assisting Thaddeus gathering like the sharp rocks and sticks and helping him build his perimeter.
Okay.
When we're ready, I'm going to get into the center of the perimeter. I am going to modify my Eldritch Firearm to be the shooty type and not the arson type.
Right.
And then I'm going to stand back to back with Adam.
All right. So I'll say that
Oh.
you create essentially difficult terrain all around you, if that
Yeah.
sounds agreeable.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Tate?
I'm not. I think I'll just join SK in moving rocks and sticks.
All right. So, in your little 20-foot radius circle of safety, you just kind of get ready as the stomping gets closer, and suddenly you can hear that same sort of just loud breathing just come in, and as they do, they're not super fast, but they can run. Their speed is 20, and they're just gonna enter in through the mist on all corners of you, and just start to proceed to trip, fall, snap a little bit, but start to make their way closer to you and closer to you. At this point, I'm gonna let you guys have a free round because you had the ability to prepare and you were creative enough to come up with this idea to slow them down. So I will say the closest ones are approximately I'll say they're 5 feet, so that way everybody can have their ability to attack. But they're like 5 feet, but not quite to you guys yet. It's just sort of crawling towards you in different ways. So first up would be SK.
All right, if they're within 5 feet, they're within range of my claws. So I will take a slash at the closest one to me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
It is indeed.
I try it again. 21.
Absolutely.
All right, 8 slashing and 2 necrotic, and its speed is slowed by 10 feet.
Okay. Its speed is already that one cannot move that you hit.
Excellent. It can stay right there. It can stay right there.
Your speed is
Yeah, knowing that, I'm gonna go in and take a little bite. 14 to
Hits.
hit.
Yep.
10 piercing, and I will heal up for that much.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn.
Sounds good.
Does that healing effect with the Beacon of Hope?
No, that's my own like personal ability.
Okay.
There's
And-
no max to
It's
it.
any healing.
Yeah.
It's regains maximum number of hit points from any healing.
From any healing.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But
Would
it's
I know
just
you're
whatever,
not-
it's just whatever I roll, that's what I heal.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, but would you consider it that like maybe like what your maximum possible weapon damage could be like your maximum possible healing?
I see. So like,
Oh.
so I
Technically, it
should
would be
heal for
11.
one more then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, spend some time to do.
Got it.
Okay. So then let's just go ahead. That's your turn, right?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right. Adamar is going to quick knock his first arrow just to fire it off, which will most certainly hit. Archery is a hell of a drug. Healing 7. And then the second attack is going to be a bursting arrow. So just having all the creatures within that area make a dexterity. Or is it just? Oh, I have to roll to hit too. I don't know how to play this class. It's okay. Hits. So it does this, and then the bursting. Does that tag? No.
It's fine, neither did Wizards of the Coast.
All right. Next up is Anti, who is going to do their typical nice and simple combo. Bonk bonk. Both of those will hit. Where's the... Oh, I forgot to... Did I do this wrong? I did do this wrong. My bad. I should add 1d6 to both of those, so... Well, 14 damage from Anti. Okay, then, as I said, this is still like technically a free turn for you guys, so we'll move on to Thaddeus.
I'm going to... So, how many waves of these things are there?
Right now you can see approximately 20 of them.
Okay. Are there any notable clumps for any direction except for the one that Anti did with the spikes?
Arguably irrelevant, but they're roughly even.
Okay, I'm going to aim to the west, and I'm going to cast Shatter on the perimeter that they're currently stumbling over. So, I'm gonna need them to make the save that's on Shatter, which I forgot what it is. Oh, give me a second here.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I think it's a con save if I'm remembering correctly.
It is a con save. We need to make a con save.
Okay.
16 passes.
That's a 3.
Oh. Okay, 1 second. Let me make this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cast this last time I was actually casting spells. What is it? Okay, they're all going to take 11 thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and bonus action, I'm gonna have the gun shoot whatever, like shoot another one through the opposite direction, so to the east.
Sounds good.
That'll be a 10.
That does not hit.
Fair enough. That's my turn.
All right. Tate.
Am I good to?
Go for it.
Yep, it's whapping time. Recklessly.
Recklessly.
I'm gonna aim for any that I can hit near me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
For 7 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then another hit
Mm-hmm.
for. Yeah, it's a max roll 15 bludgeoning damage.
I would say that roll was much more impressive. All right. At this point, you've killed probably, like, let's just say, like, you killed about 7 of them. So they're starting to kind of stumble over each other's bodies as they start to crawl towards you. And Kloven, it is your turn.
All right, I'll also give him a good bonk bonk.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I don't think
That hits.
12
That
does-
hits.
Oh, it does.
Mhm.
9.
Okay.
And I'll hit it again. 7.
All right.
And I think that's all for me. That was action, bonus action.
Sounds good. All right. Top of the round, SK. You are still first.
Cool. That one that's still stuck there, I'm just gonna keep slashing at him.
Hell yeah. Go for it.
15
Hits.
for 12 and 2 necrotic.
Okay.
Nat 20, brilliant. For 11 slashing, 4 necrotic.
Okay.
Still up?
Well, that one is down. Yes. I'm
Cool.
using like a shared resource pool, but.
I see. Well, whoever's next, I'm taking a chomp out of them.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Cool. 26 for another 8 piercing, but I'm not gonna heal up.
All
I'm
right.
just
Sounds good.
biting. Little boits.
Little nose.
All right. And it's the first turn as they finally reached you guys. So, let's do one attack at SK, Tate, Kloven, Anti, and another at SK.
Okay. I see how it is.
I love you. One's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll
Rude.
take it.
Only I can crit.
Yeah.
This is anti-SK propaganda.
You take 7. Or hold on, I rolled that wrong. You take.
Wait, who's this for?
This is for SK. Take 8 damage, and I need a wisdom save.
Which I have advantage on,
Advantage,
correct? Is
yes.
that because of Kloven?
Yes.
Ooh, how about a 13?
That beats it.
Yeet.
Yay!
I'm saying these are the baby ones, but there's just a shitload of them.
Babies.
All right. Tate. That's a natural 2, so no.
Mm-hmm.
That's another natural 20 against
I can take
Kloven.
Oh. Guys, I was supposed to take if I never get hit.
Tate, like, I want you to hit me.
12 damage to you and wisdom save.
Yummy.
So you're basically guaranteed to pass this, I think. Yeah, you're fine.
15. Yeah.
So once again, just kind of trying to enter, but you are shaking it off real good. Holy shit, that's another natural 20 against Anti. I've rolled 3 natural 20s in this first round.
Okay, calm down.
I know. I'm trying. 12 damage. Okay. That is their first essentially round. Okay. Next up is Adamar, who's going to do the same thing they did before. I'm juggling so many sheets. God help me.
So sorry.
I feel that.
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
Okay, both those will hit. For a total of 18. Oh, I fucked up the math. That's okay. And then another one of those will be a bursting, so Oh, double sixes.
Woo!
Let's go, Adamar. Okay. And then why not? We'll action surge to fire 2 more arrows. One's a natural 1. I roll these on my side. And the other hits, so another 8 piercing. Okay. I think next up is Thaddeus, or Anti. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to note that you've killed 15 of them. They're still coming. So Anti going to... Despite growth still going, they're still feeling pretty good about that. Just going to continue to do their melee stuff while they still have their spores up. So both those will hit for a total of 15 and 29 damage. Let's go, Druid Marshal. Yeah, so with what Meris just said, I want to note that Anti is essentially just like with the praying mantis claws, is just kind of slashing through them like they would a field of wheat with their like scythes, just kind of just chopping off their feet as they go. Thaddeus, it is your turn.
Okay, repeat process, but to the north and south.
All right.
I'm gonna cast Shatter again. I would like them to make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
as I send a bunch of rocks up into them.
You said DC was 16?
Yeah.
All right, they both fail. One rolled a 15, but they have a +0. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That'll be 10 thunder damage.
okay.
And then I will shoot at one of them with my gun drone,
All right.
which is a
Whew,
26.
yeah, that hits.
That'll be
Just a 6, right?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 6, yeah. 2d8, yeah. 2 + 4.
All right.
It seems good I hit a crit, because...
It's time for another round of attacks from them.
Oh god.
Adamar and Thaddeus are keeping themselves pretty safe. So what I'm going to do, since the gun is probably a bit closer to the front line, I'm going to do one on each of the people that are in melee. So
And the gun.
in the gun, yep. So SK. That's a 14. I think misses.
That'll miss.
Okay. Tate. That is 22.
That, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Finally. My
There
tough
you
feet
go,
can be
buddy.
useful. Yippee! There's advantage on me, by the way.
Oh yeah, it does.
forget.
I'll
You wanna
roll
see if
just
you
to
can
see if I crit. I did
You're
not.
like, hit me harder, please.
Hit me harder.
Hit me harder,
tough
DM.
feet.
Hit me harder.
Okay.
I took the tough feet I gotta use.
7 damage, wisdom save.
Got it. What kind of damage is it? Piercing?
Yeah,
Okay, so it gets cut in half. Is that 4?
correct. We round down, so 3.
Got it. And whiz save. I have advantage because I'm friends with somebody who's really nice. That's a 12.
You're fine.
Yippee.
Okay, Kloven.
Yep, I'm gonna. Yes.
Do
yeah.
so you want a
damage,
sentinel?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go for it. I think did you use it this turn already?
I did not. I have not used it.
Okay, well, unfortunately that does
That-
miss.
That's fair.
So,
I
All right.
tried.
You did. Your AC is significantly higher than 13.
It is very. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Then that misses you. Anti. Jesus Christ, poor Anti. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Oof.
Not the bug.
$14. Yeah. Okay, so Anti's their like stance of like with the sort of like energy surrounding them fades as the first attack properly lands into them. They succeed their saving throw, no problem. And then the gun. What's the gun's AC?
18.
Oh boy, that does not hit the gun.
Metal.
It is very small.
Okay. That is that round. Next up, Tate.
Yep, it's time. Weapon time. Attacks
yeah.
with advantage. It's a 22, 10 bludgeoning. That's an 11. Does an 11 hit?
Yes,
Yippee!
that is the AC.
That's 7 more bludgeoning.
17 total. All right. So at this point you killed, I would say, approximately 22 of them. This just, there is a pile of bodies coming up as this continues. Kloven, your turn.
Sure. Before I do anything, how's everybody looking though?
I'm fine.
Yep,
Me
I'm
again.
good.
I think most people are looking pretty okay still. Like, I haven't hit that
Okay.
many times, and the crits were baby crits, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, fortunately
great.
for
So
you.
I will, I will keep a whacking then. 22, yippee! And I'll whack it again. That didn't hit, dang it.
No.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
Yeah, I stuck on my concentration on the blanket of hope, so we're good.
All right. And it's another round of attacks, baby. Same way as it was before. So, SK. Nope.
Well,
Tate with advantage.
Yeah.
16.
Yes.
Okay, then you take 8 damage, half to 4, and wisdom save for me.
Got it. Wisdom save with advantage. 17.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Have to 4, right?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Kloven, that does not hit. Anti does not hit. Gun does not hit. All right. Then we're back up to the top. SK.
and I do it again. I do it all over again.
Hell yeah.
Take a swipe. Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
10 slashing. Yeah, puny 1 necrotic. Wah, wah. 28 to hit. 8 slashing. 6 necrotic. And a wee little munch.
Mm-hmm.
For 21 to hit, another 7 piercing.
Okay.
Big month.
Big munch. Jaw unhinged, just latching
Alright.
onto them.
Next up is. Did I have the horde go first last time? I don't remember if I did. Either way, I think it's Adamar's turn. Should be Adamar's
I
turn.
believe, if I remember correctly, I do think they went after SK, but I could be wrong.
I
You
don't
could
know.
mix it up a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I could.
Be a little silly.
All right, we'll do another volley at you guys. SK, does not hit. 8. It's a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
12, half to 6.
Yep.
Wisdom.
And wisdom save?
Mhm.
Yep, with advantage.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Oh,
That's another
no.
stack I missed. So
First
it's
stack-
1d4.
This is your first stack of mist, correct?
No, I got one in the prior encounter with the
That's
spider.
right. So yes, this is 1d4 additional damage.
Yeah.
Just
Is
2.
Is that halved or is that like just straight?
It's-
Like is it just
it's
miss
like,
damage?
It's like the closest thing is necrotic, but it's kind of its own thing. It's
Gotcha.
elemental more so.
Stinky damage.
Would you mind
Got
keeping
it.
track of your numbers for that for me?
I have it.
Thank
The
you.
misstacks?
Mistacks, yeah.
I have
You're-
it in my resource tracker.
You're at 2.
Mhm.
Kloven, nope.
Mm-hmm.
Anti, yes. That's a pretty puny roll, but still.
I
And then
sentinel that though?
you can sentinel that.
Yippee. Doom and badness.
No. Oh, no.
And the gun's AC is 18. I think they said. Either way, that was a 17 hit, so no. All right. Adamar will do his 2 shots. Bing bang. Oh, nice and consistent.
Bing bang bong.
Bing bang bong. Okay. Then next up is Anti, who is going to switch things around a little bit. He's going to cast Wither and Bloom on the area. So we'll make some con saves. Wow, those are both successes. Unfortunately. Anti's not getting any luck this time. Okay. And then Tate, please roll a hit dice if you would like to heal.
You got it. That's well, it's max anyway. Wait, why is it a D4? It's max anyways though, right? Because of
You know what? I think you're correct.
Yippee!
Okay,
Hooray.
so that would be D12 plus
3.
4. It's their
4.
spellcasting modifier for Wither and Bloom.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, so 16 health back to you.
All right, I'm all good. I can take more bites.
All right, Thaddeus, it is your turn.
How many of them are left?
It's whittling down to about 10 at this point.
Any notable clumps left?
There's always clumps, my friend. At this point, you kind of stacked a pile of bodies in front of you that, like, there's one, I would say to the south is where there's, like, less pushing, or the north is where there's less pushing through because that's where the spike growth is.
Okay. I'm going to do something a bit crazy.
Okay.
You love it?
I'm going to bolt up the stack of bodies,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to slide down the other side, and while I'm doing so, cast Thunder Wave, so the stack of bodies, like, muffles the sound of my friends behind it.
Okay.
So, I want all the things on the other side of that to make a... 1 second here. I should have my spells written down. I am a spellcaster.
You're a spellcaster? Thought
Spellcaster
you were a
derogatory.
Guncaster.
Yes.
Casting magic with gun.
Power word gun.
Power word gun.
Eight.
I'm going to need them to make a con save.
All right. That's a natural 1.
Oh, that's what we like to hear. All the freaky mist things on the other side of the pile of bodies are going to be taking 9 thunder damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have my robot shoot one of them.
All right.
That is a 19.
That does hit, yes. Sorry.
Which you're all good. I'm trying to get it to please generate damage. There we go. 10 force damage.
All right. Sorry, it's the fucking gifts. Time for another round. SK. That will hit you. 100%. It's an 18 naturally.
Oh, yeah,
8 damage, wisdom save.
21.
You're good. 8. There's a natural 19, so that will hit.
Yeah.
6, half to 3, wisdom save.
You got it.
You're fine. Kloven. That's a 3 to hit you, so no. Anti. No. Gun.
Can't touch it then.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
So how does this work?
It has
14.
25 health. Okay, it's at 11.
Okay. That is their turn. Tate, it is your turn.
I'm gonna whack him with advantage.
I don't know what the. I would say to be fair to you guys, I'm rolling 5 times a turn. Like the chances are in my favor.
DM, we
Yes?
can milk that for content.
Do
Do what you gotta do.
Hey,
Yeah.
save some of that good luck for Kloven now.
Okay.
Please.
6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
You mean Warwick? Next hit
Hey.
is 11 hits. That's 11 more bludgeoning damage. Stop.
Okay.
Stop moving. Stop. That's my turn.
Down to about 7 of them. Kloven, go.
Yep, I'm gonna keep whacking because I still got concentration up. So whacking. No.
I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry about this. I don't.
I can still use Polar Master even if I don't hit, right?
Yeah. You.
Okay. I'm trying. Okay, thank you.
Yay!
Oh my god.
4 slashing.
Okay. No.
It's because I'm giving you all advantage, okay?
We appreciate everything you do for us, cleric.
Noting mentally for myself that you are not immune in this campaign either, and I need to give you something that helps. Your dice just hate you so much.
So bad.
Okay. Fine. Another volley from them as they're starting to wear out. SK, that will hit you. It's an 18 naturally. 7 damage, and you know the drill.
11.
That passes. It's 10.
Yeah, boy.
Tate's gone, so I'll save him for last. Oh my gosh, Kloven, I can't hit you. If there's at least something to take away from this, I cannot hit you. Like, I don't have
Fair.
I hit you?
I can't hit you either. So.
Yeah, I was like,
At least you can't hit each other.
It's a mutual thing. Like, I've been rolling really well and critting other people. I don't think I've hit you once, have I?
No, you
Hey,
did. You
okay,
did.
once.
You hit me at least once. Yeah.
Okay.
If you are interested, Thaddeus is currently on the front lines.
Oh yeah.
Okay, true.
I rolled this for anti, which missed, but this last one's coming right for you, Thaddeus. 14?
I'm gonna cast shield.
All right, well then it misses you.
Yeah.
Spellcaster life, baby.
All right, SK, back up to you. There's like 5 of them left at this point. You've killed, I think, we'll say about 30 of them.
That's so many.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead and use your stuff.
Oh, it's me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
My brain stopped braining. All right, we do the thing. 23, 8 slashing, 2 necrotic, 12 to hit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. 9 slashing. Yeah, 1 necrotic.
You're making it real easy by making this even 10s.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm totally planning on doing this. 26 for my bite. That's another 6 piercing. I will heal for that much.
Okay. I would say we're down to 4 of them. So, SK, keeping it going. That will miss. Oh, I never rolled against Tate because he was away last time. I need to rectify
Like
that.
me.
That will hit. It's an 18 naturally.
Yep.
Uh,
DM, I'm not wearing armor. You can
9?
nibble me all you want. 9 halved.
half down to 4.
Holy shit! What the fuck kind of gas are you rolling? Wisdom save. 15.
Yep. Okay. And then here comes another one from the current turn.
Ooh.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Sorry, I was just double checking something. Okay. 1. Actually, 2.
Got
sorry, that is
Okay.
halved. You're good?
Yeah, Kloven honestly carrying with just the wisdom saves. Let's go.
Kloven.
Yeesh.
That's a dirty 20 to hit you.
Hit me.
No, to Kloven.
Okay, Kloven, sorry.
Oh.
7 damage to Kloven.
Oh.
He actually got hit?
With
Ouch.
make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Fine. And Thaddeus
Uh-huh.
does not hit you. All right.
That's what I thought.
Adamar, turn. As I said, there's getting down to be like the last 4 of them, so you are just about through this onslaught. Oh, big damage rolls from Adamar.
You're doing great, sweetie.
All right. Thaddeus, or it's Anti, sorry. Do another Wither and Bloom against them. Okay. Anti is having a bad session. That's fine. I say bad session, they just exceeded their rolls. Okay. And then Tate, I think you're the one that's been hit the most, is that correct?
I think so. I mean, I got a lot of HP, so it's not really there for me to notice, but
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah,
either way,
I would say either myself or Tate. Yeah.
let's split the love
I'm
to
looking a little bloody.
Okay. I would say if you're
Oh.
looking a little bloody, we'll return the favor back to you for keeping the healing up. So you'll heal for 12
Oh, nice.
because of the Blessing of Hope or Beacon of Hope.
Nice.
Yeah, Thaddeus, it's your go.
I'm still behind the wall of bodies, right?
Correct. There's only 3 of them left.
Oh, shit. I'm going to grab one of the rocks from the perimeter,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Catapult at one of them.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Is that a roll to hit? I forget how that works.
It is a roll to hit.
Okay.
It is my... Catapult. Yeah. Let's see here.
Mhm.
16.
Hits. Yep.
And Catapult has, if I remember right, really stupid damage for a first level
I think it's
spell.
3d8.
Yeah, it's like high.
Oops.
Just making a big long list of attacks for the artillery man. Yeah, it's 3d8 bludgeoning. Okay.
Roll yo damage.
Alrighty, let's go gambling. Oh dang it!
Aw,
It's
dang.
9.
Okay. And then gun, I assume.
And then yes, gun. It's gonna spark a little bit before it shoots off and kind of fall on its butt, but it's gonna roll back up to. That's a 10.
That misses.
We're gonna chalk it up to being off balance.
All right.
Yeah, my turn.
there-
Actually, I'm gonna run up to the top of the pile of bodies and try and get out of clawing distance.
There's 2 of them left, and they're gonna take swipes at SK and Tate. 18 to hit SK.
Mm-hmm.
That hits. Okay.
That'll hit.
9 damage. Wisdom save.
That's really rude. Dirty 20 on that wisdom
You're
save.
fine. Against Tate, I rolled a 2 and a 3 naturally, so those do not hit. And then that brings it down to Tate.
all right, it's whapping time. Recklessly,
Oh, natural 20. Okay.
I need cease moving. That is 20 damage.
Oh,
All right.
And,
You smush one of them. There's one left.
so 15 more bludgeoning.
How would you like to do this?
Oh man, I kind of want to go like full invincible on this with like all right. So Tate is not used to combat yet proper like the rest of you, and he's still kind of reeling from the frightened. So I want to play this up a little bit where he just he sees you guys fighting and is trying his best to keep up, but he's got no training, and he just keeps smacking back and forth as if he's tilling the field. But there's none of that peace there, none of the soil being spread, just head crush, and he just keeps going and going as more of that black ichor comes out, until eventually Adamar has to walk over and grab him by the shoulder and go, Tate, it's over.
Love
Oh,
it.
buddy. Oh, buddy.
Love it.
Is that
Okay.
all?
I believe so. There's just, in like the 20 meters around you, there's just piles of bodies. You killed roughly 40 of them. They're just
Thaddeus's hands are
all-
actively sparking from all the magic he channeled.
Is everyone all right?
Got a few nicks here and there, but I think you guys are fine with a little bit of mist exposure, right? It'll just work its way out of my system.
Give it some time and it should.
He looks over at, like, Kloven and Adamar and go, you guys do this regularly?
To keep you all safe. Of course.
Damn. You know what, Adamar, I'm not gonna say shit about how much coffee you ask from us.
You need to pick me up when this is an occurrence that you deal with regularly.
As this conversation is happening, Sewer King is like peels himself off of whatever unfortunate creature he had his teeth in last and just stands up, deep exhale, wipes his mouth with a handkerchief, muzzle back on, and smooths his hair back. Oh. Well, wasn't so bad.
You, that, taste better than it look?
Oh no, it was awful.
Tate's gonna just fucking let himself fall down as, like, the wind dissipates from his aura and just, like, plop on the ground, lay his sledgehammer down.
That was a lot of them.
No more hordes, please.
We all survived, and that's all that matters.
Thaddeus is gonna pull out his tinkering kit and start fiddling with his gun drone, petting it like a puppy when he's finished hatching it up.
I believe we may have at least found a lot of the ones that we suspected to find here. I hope this means that the rest of our journey will be safe.
Fingers crossed.
In the meanwhile, take your time, we'll have a short rest, and then be on our way. We shan't doubt thee for long. I believe we are quite close.
An actual short rest, DM?
Yes, an actual short rest.
Alright.
Go ahead and use your
The
hit dice
first
to heal.
time in 5th edition.
I need a long rest to vent the mist out, right?
That's correct.
Gotcha. Oh, I forgot to ask, does using the hit die from Wither and Bloom, does that, like, count against my hit die total as well?
It does use it, correct.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it, alright.
Say, combats won't be plentiful enough that really should be an issue.
I don't know, DM, I'm looking at that, I'm looking at the 15. The effect of 15 stacks. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. I want the audience to ponder, but, you know, 15.
I know.
If anyone needs topping off on their healing, I can do some healing.
I can actually do a little bit of that myself.
Oh, well.
I do know cure wounds.
Oh, then we can touch each other.
I'm quite alright if anyone's asking.
I think they were
Thank
asking.
you, SA.
Here, SK, you want some sugar to, kind of wipe the taste from your mouth?
Oh God, yes.
And puts a sugar cube in his hand.
He maneuvers it through the wires of his muzzle and just chomps on it. Oh, thank you. Absolute lifesaver.
I'll try to keep them in the future so you don't have to, have that gross taste in your mouth the whole time after a fight.
Hmm. You handled yourself very well for a farmer with no training.
Well, it was my first time doing anything like that, so.
How did it feel?
Well, first, it felt right. I think everyone else in my family side my pa can do something like that, and felt nice being like them for a little bit.
You're pretty good to having a fight, Tate. Kind of impressed with your moves.
Yeah, I figured I'd be good at, taking hits. I didn't realize it'd be hitting so hard. Maybe I should look into replacing this. Actually, never mind. I like this thing a little too much. He says, looking at his sledgehammer.
I mean, with arms like that, I'm not too surprised you can hit as hard as you do.
Very observant, Thaddeus.
I'm good at that.
Kloven just smiles.
Ego.
Alright. Then you guys take your time to rest. Patch up some wounds. Feel some of that mist just kind of coursing through your veins for some of you. Just kind of feel uncomfortable about it. But you survived. You fought off a lot of them, including the horrifying spider, lest we forget about the spider.
Oh, we will never forget.
Nightmares. Thank you, DM.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. That was my idea. That one was mine. As someone that has arachnophobia, that was my idea.
You and Obs both. Both of you have arachnophobia. Both of you include spiders in your campaigns. Curious? God damn. God bless. God bless DMs.
But yes. With that in mind, Anti kind of calls you all to get back on the trail, and you travel. Quiet day. It's kind of contemplating the events of the morning, essentially. And after a few hours, you come in contact with a wall. Large and cylindrical. As you take a second to look at it and approach it, you notice that there's a door placed inside of this wall.
Looks like our way in.
Think there's people there.
Either people or what used to be people.
I'll hope for the prior.
As you step up closer to it, believing that you found potentially the entrance to Kenril, a little sign pops up in electronic letters that just says Kenril Transport. That would confirm it, I believe. At least in some way.
What an odd screen, though. An odd box.
It's strange. I do not understand what could be causing that to show, but I suppose we have much to learn. You guys enter the door.
Take that first step.
As whoever walks up to it first, you notice that it sort of automatically opens upon proximity to you.
And any doors do that back
No.
home at Huh. Well, guys, I'll take the first step.
We're right
Tate
behind
will
you.
walk through the door with everyone.
Does everybody get in the door?
I guess so. Why did you say it like that, DM?
Convenience store doors, guys, come on.
Thaddeus, do you go in the door?
Oh yeah, I'm following.
All right. As you take a step in, you look about 10 feet ahead and there's another door. And as you all file into this small confined area, the door behind you closes and you hear a locking mechanism.
Oh.
No, great.
And then
Alright.
releasing from above you is just this spraying air that just coats you from head to toe as it travels from the top all the way to the down, just spraying all of the gunk and all of the mist off of you. Or you hear a nice
Actually,
little
great.
ding, and the door in front of you opens.
It's a friendly hello. You guys okay?
Looks like it. My clothes are a little wet, but
Sewer King is just smelling himself and grimaces because he doesn't smell like himself anymore.
Does
Well-
does Auntie? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Yulia.
No. It's just Kloven's hair is just instantly kind of curling a little bit.
Aww. We need a hair straightener stat.
You got it. Pulls out hands.
Kloven frizz.
And it was. Does Anti look like? Did Anti show any concern at us walking in or during the whole thing?
No?
Oh, well. If we got them leading us, we got nothing to worry about. Shall we?
Indeed. This is all safe so far, at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys kind of walk in, you see a set of crystals light up about 10 feet above you as the room kind of opens and widens. There is, in the middle, there's a large depression in the shape of a half circle. On the other side, you can see a basically one-to-one, including a door that seems to lead out into the mist. At the center, there is a structure that seems to be right before the depression itself. And as you approach it, it lights up. You see words on this little screen, and it just says, "Call transport." And that is where we are going to end session.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I like this place.
So yeah. Hope you guys all enjoyed.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. The horde was something I was like, mostly it's going to be you guys just like kind of swinging and hitting, but I thought it would be a really cool mental image of just
Fight.
endless endless fighting, bodies everywhere, covered in blood, all that good stuff.
Felt like
The horrors persist, and so do we.
Yeah. I think that'll do. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for playing. And as mentioned, we'll the next session will be recorded probably in 3 weeks. So just bear with us as we take a small little break. But I hope you all enjoyed the session, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
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 There's the last one. Bye bye.